We would love for you to use the chat, use reactions, ask questions of Barry and Bronia.
Hi, everybody.
And have a really good time. I'm going to be leaving here in a second because I'm going to go play, but I'm just making sure everybody's good.
This is so exciting. This is really fun. For those of you who don't know and you can't see him, so we've got Gary Cohler, we've got Barry Rigal, and we've got myself, Bronia Jenkins. We are really excited about this event. It is so much fun to, first of all, I have to say that I love the Real Bridge platform and how it makes you feel as I love to play bridge in person. I'm not such an online bridge player. And I will say with the Real Bridge platform that it makes you feel as close to being at a bridge table, which I find very nice. So we're really excited. We really want to thank Tracey and LaDonna for all the work that they've done for this, for Junior Bridge, for raising money, for all the things that they do for this beautiful game that we all love. And we really want to thank all of the professional players this is their livelihood. This is how they make their living. And the fact that they're willing to donate their time and effort, do this to benefit Junior Bridge, to benefit the ACBL Educational Foundation, I always say that wrong, is really wonderful. And the fact that you guys, Tracey, you and LaDonna do this and make this happen is wonderful. And Barry already knows the hands, by the way. Okay. So Gary.
Completely untrue. Any analysis I give will be just entirely off the cuff.
Barry knows the hands. Me and Gary do not. Okay. So we'll have to see who's quicker between me and Gary at spotting the right line of play. Who wants to bet? Who wants to make some bets?
Me.
Yeah. Somebody came out. Somebody was playing a hand and they came out. And they went down in a slam. So they said to Gary, Gary, could I have made this hand? I'll repeat the story afterwards.
So Gary is asked by somebody who's gone down in a slam, could I have made it?
There's a little more to the story. I'm playing with this friend of mine and my parents in a regional Swiss. A long time ago. And we were playing for the win. And in the last hand, my partner goes down in a slam, which was for the event. And she says to me, and let the people watching, they can be the judge whether I said anything wrong. She said to me, could I have made the hand? And I said, no, I could have. But, oh, she didn't like that.
It's a slight variation on the how should I have played this hand, to which the answer is under an assumed name.
Yes, but this was a true story. This actually happened.
It's a good one. I like that story.
You can even just answer it if you said no, you couldn't. That would probably have made the point for yourself, and they would not have picked up on it. But
yeah, but I was young and not so clever in those days.
Yes, you were young and not so clever.
We have a minute, Bronia. Do you have a summary of the excellent results of the juniors from the World Junior Championships that are just taking place? I know the under-16 team just won a gold medal in the championships, I believe. I don't know about the other teams.
Oh, the U.S. under-16? I did not know that, actually, I have to say. So, no, I don't know the results of
Okay, let me see if I can call up the message that somebody gave. Give me a second. Congratulations to Jack. That's the Jack team winning the under-16 transnational world championship, which is Jeff Zhao, Andrew Chen, Charlie Chen, and Kyo Chen, coached by Steve Chen. This is the same group of players had won the under-16 silver medal in Salsa Maggiore. So it's a great result for them. I don't see any other results up yet for the other teams.
Yeah, so you will see the hands here. This is the whole way that we're doing it. So if you go to the Real Bridge platform, you won't be able to see the hands, and also you won't hear the commentary. The method of doing this. So when the game starts, it hasn't started yet. What'll happen is this screen share will happen, and you'll be able to see the hands. And then Andy, who is one of the founders of Real Bridge, will be navigating to the different tables while we do the commentating on the hands that we'll see.
Your nose did not grow when you said that, so that's quite impressive.
I even meant it. So yeah, so we run those at every tournament. We run 2 events every tournament, one called Beyond Bridge, one called Bridge Mania. They're not always on the same night, so you just have to look at the calendar.
You can smoke here, by the way?
Yeah, you can
This is
smoke
a-
in this. This is a smoking room. Yeah, smoking
So,
section.
Not
But-
only do I have to pack, but I should start writing my speech to induct Janice one of these days. All right, but I have till Thursday, right? I
Yes.
did write down a list of the stories I have, and now all I have to do is somehow,
Cut them down, dude. We have cut the stories down. We need
Okay.
short speeches.
I'm only putting two in now. I'm
Okay.
actually gonna talk to Bob Heller on some advice on how to do it, so
That's actually pretty funny.
I didn't mean it, Bob.
So who else is coming into the Hall of Fame this year?
So the open category has 3 people, which is really quite great. So Janice is one of those 3 people, Steve Garner and Justin Law. Some of you may not know is no longer alive. He will be, I think Joe Grew. No, I'm sorry. Is it? Yeah, I think Joe Grew will be presenting it and his father Hamman will be accepting it is what I believe. So those are the awards in the open category. And then there's a few other categories. Bonnie Breyer is getting an award. Andrew Rosenthal is getting an award. Mike Levine is getting an award. And that's Bjorn Felenius is getting an award. So the open award, Justin Law, Steve Garner, and Janice Seaman Molson. Von Zedwitz Award is Barbara Breyer. I think I said her name wrong the first time too, so that was okay. The Von Zedwitz Award, also Bjorn Felenius. The Blackwood Award is Mike Levine. And the Sidney Lazard Sportsmanship Award is Andrew Rosenthal.
Sorry to interrupt everyone. Okay, we're about to start. Sorry about the delay. There were some people late arriving. We're just about to go. My name is Andy. You can't see me, but you will hear my voice from time to time. I'm going to go and join one of the Realbridge tables, and I'm going to share my screen so you can see it.
And by the way, today's Monday, so you're not going to go join this session today, but on Mondays in July, we are actually running a social bridge night.
I can.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
Okay. Yeah. 3rd and 5th or what?
3rd and 5th. Yeah, 3rd and 5th.
Okay.
3rd and 5th.
Okay.
Upside down attitude, standard count.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, we missed the auction on this first board, but we are now live.
Bill was feeling gracious.
Sorry, I guess I should have defended.
Yeah, he's taunting the defense. Meanwhile, they
needed
would
to
have beat
do
him if they
spades. I
just
was
let
gonna
him play
make
it 4 hard.
Bill, you were feeling kind, not to double, huh?
It's
But the
it's
diamonds were 4-1. Okay, so that's something.
Um,
They're losing. I still don't know whether we're
Okay,
playing.
so I'm going to
imps or
join the
ma-
table now. So we're going to be in
or
audio
match
contact with the
I
table.
think we're playing match points. We're playing match points, as you can see.
Hi guys, this is Andy from Realbridge. I'm in the top left-hand corner. So you are being broadcast to the world, and we have a team of commentators here who would like to chat with you.
All right.
And first things first, Robert, that's an automatic 1 diamond opener for you.
We play precision, so yes, we open these much more aggressively. I would have passed this hand playing a standard system.
And so 1 diamond shows 12 to 14 cards.
Yeah, something along those lines. We open all 11s and a lot of 10s.
Non-vulnerable and vulnerable. Robert, you would open 1 diamond vulnerable as well in your style.
We use some judgment at match points here, but I probably would. So.
And Adam,
liked it early.
I love the fact that you're giving him grief, and meanwhile you bid 4 spades over 4 hearts. I just love that. That's really good. That's doing the
Why
right thing.
didn't you double
Rob,
4 hearts, Adam?
I don't know what the hell is happening. First of all, I don't know whether we're playing match points or imps. Okay,
We're playing match
that's
points.
number 1. Okay,
Okay,
if it's
good
match
question.
points, maybe I would not have bid 4 spades. Okay, at imps, I would bid a little more.
If this was a civilized game like golf, you could take a mulligan. It is good to know that your reputation precedes you. They wouldn't double you.
Yeah, see how
Yeah.
that's good stuff. That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
I
That's
know.
respect. That is respect right there.
How
Chris
many more match
Parker.
points would we have gotten for the double here?
So I see Chris Parker. Hello, Chris Parker. And who are you playing with, Robert?
Hello. This is Bill Cook.
Hello, Bill.
What's
What's
par
that?
on the hand? 4 clubs, north, south. Is that right?
What is par on the hand? Do we have par on the hand?
According to the double dummy solver, which never lies, the limit is 9 tricks in clubs.
Yeah.
9 tricks in clubs. Okay. So let's see how we hold it to 9 tricks.
Oh, you're off a
We
spade,
get
a
it.
heart, a diamond, and a.
I guess what do we have to do here?
You
Hey,
only
we're
have
about
nine,
to
you only
lose
have
you
nine
guys.
toppers. But you have to pull trump 3 rounds of trump, right?
Yeah, it's awkward because you have to get the hard away on the top spades and you have to rough something in dummy. It feels
Hey,
like
let
you
me
have to rough
interrupt you.
something in both hands.
Let me interrupt you real quick. Guys, we're gonna lose you in 5 seconds. Good
Oh.
luck, have fun. See you later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Just
Hello,
to let you
Robert.
know,
Hello.
you're being broadcast.
We're a big club, by the way.
Okay. Good. I think we bypassed that problem. with
Yeah. Yes, I alerted after you opened a note for pure sake.
Okay,
So-
so now facing a strong no trump, Bronia and Gary, how
Is it
would
you?
you
Is that
handle?
how you're
You got the age-old problem when you're 5-4 in the
Yeah.
majors and you have invitational values. What are you
Do
gonna
the
do?
short straw with James.
If you play that stamen followed by 2 spades, it's 5 spades invitational, you could do that. A lot of people play that 2 clubs
He's frozen.
followed by 2 spades is like a
Yep.
distributional invite. So you
And
plan on doing that, but if partner bids 2 hearts, you raise. If partner bids 2
Okay.
diamonds, you bid 2 spades.
Okay.
Place to put comments in has disappeared.
You just on the right-hand side, you just click that little chat thing below the gear.
And as much as I hate to agree with Gary, I have to
Move
say
your,
that I would completely
camera again,
do
Bill.
the same thing there.
I
would
know,
do-
that's so I
would
can
do-
see. Oh,
The advantage of these methods is that if you
I
have
got
an
scolded
unbalanced
yesterday in the,
invitation,
So now in IMS, I would probably just bid 4 spades with the other hand, 3 spades, 3 aces and ace jack, third of spades. You might
it's
only.
interesting, yeah. You might, if 2 spades is genuinely limited to
Yeah.
invitations, there's a case for bidding 3 spades. Jack and 1 heart would be so much better than Jack third.
For sure, and in match points, I think 3 spades is right. Oh, so he passed.
Yeah.
Maybe this,
I mean, we had a brief card discussion. I'm assuming light invite.
Without this, whatever the discussion was, this is gonna be a good result for them stopping in 2 spades.
yes, except for the fact that, say, if you played 3 no trumps on the east-west cards, the obvious spot, you would probably bring that
down
home.
attitude standard count. Ace is asking for attitude.
So when the defenders cash ace king and a third heart, declarer will have to try and find the queen of spades. Once the hearts are known to be 5-1, I think the finesse against South queen is the percentage play.
We're gonna have a diamond loser.
Yes, 3 hearts and a diamond for 140 won't be terrible, I would think.
No, I said that would be very good. I don't think people are gonna get to 3-0.
Of course not. I suspect a part scoring spade is
Uh-oh.
not unusual.
Here came the 7 of diamonds. That was not good. Now they're gonna make 4.
By taking the club finesse to pitch the diamond loser, which is cost nothing. Could you play for a club diamond squeeze if you picked up the queen of spades?
Yeah, but it would need all the king, jack, 10 of clubs in the same hand.
Or you might unblock the ace of diamonds and run the spades after the spade finesse held. I think then just a simple king of clubs with the king of diamonds would be enough.
Oh, you mean for the 1 pitch?
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking if they hadn't played the diamond.
No, he did not take the spade hook.
Now will he take the club hook?
The club hook is free.
The club
In
hook.
theory.
Yes, you would hope, but we can never guarantee these things.
Yeah, you could play for the king of clubs outside, because why did we turn a diamond away from the king?
Exactly. We know South has queen 4 of spades now and a singles and heart.
Oh, wait a
You
second.
You could just play a
throw him
spade.
in. Yeah, play
you
a
just
spade,
play
he's
a
then
spade,
play.
and then he has to either lead a diamond or a club, because he has no
That's
more hearts.
Right.
Gary can't even say anything there, because he knows it's true.
It's the
Yeah.
humility for me, Bronia.
The humility, I know, really.
So the point Bronia is making is now South is known to be out of hearts. If you throw him in with a spade, he either has to play a diamond or a club back into the tennis. A diamond, you'll put up the queen. You might play low at this point, but one way or another, you'll take the rest.
Okay, well done, East-West there in terms of the bidding and the
Yeah.
play.
I think 140 will be a decent result.
Yeah, and notice if it's played by East after 3 rounds of hearts, South has a much more painless club exit because he can see the queen of diamonds in dummy.
Yeah.
And that would hold the contract to 9 tricks, even if declarer guessed the spades.
I almost played a diamond in trick 2. It would have been interesting.
Somebody had
Yeah,
84%.
We want to say hi to you guys. Hi, James. Hi, Dima. But We're glad to see you guys and good job on this board.
Sorry for the computer crash.
Yeah.
No problem. And Dima, nice job throwing in the person with the queen of spades to lead away for your 9th trick.
Thank you.
Better than taking the finesse yourself, for sure.
But that was my backup plan.
Yes.
It's curious that 140 is so much better for North-South than you might expect in this position. Lots of people did manage to get to make 170 or collect penalties, which is really not what I would have expected on the hand.
And a couple people did reach and make 3-no trump. So you are right, Barry, that 3-no trump was actually.
It's really hard to do that, but I suppose you can imagine a situation where you'd lose the spade fits.
Wasn't 140 worth 80? Oh, 140 was worth.
You guys, we're gonna be seeing you later. So we're gonna stay with some people, but I think James and Dima, you guys are going to the next place. We'll see you. James, we'll see you in Toronto. Dima, I hope we see you in Toronto also.
It was worth 2/3 of the match points to make for North-South.
If I had played a diamond at trick 2, if I'd let a diamond on the go.
Yes, I'm really surprised you didn't, Robert. That was such an obvious lead.
I had my finger on the four of diamonds.
Then declare just goes up ace and pulls trump and makes for 4.
New Jersey is always terrible, but everything's legal there. Hey, boss, do you want us to do anything special?
Hi guys, just to let you know, you're being broadcast to the world.
Excellent. Hello, world.
Hello. Hello.
Family Feud.
To answer your question,
Yeah?
it's very hot here, at least compared to what
Oh yeah, you're having a heat wave on the
That's
East Coast.
definitely the main.
Oh god.
How about Florida? It's
Well, here today.
very hot.
How do you play that?
As Michaels.
Oh.
Yeah, Michaels. Yeah, Michaels.
I think you're not. I was asking Dad, but it's okay.
So East has a really interesting problem after 1 club, 2 clubs, showing the majors. How are you supposed to describe that East hand, if at all, on this go? Are you going to be able to bid 2 diamonds, natural, possibly natural and non-forcing? What's your style, Bronia and Gary here?
I would start with double.
I would start with double. Stop agreeing with me, Gary. I'm penalizing, ready to penalize hearts and passing whatever spades.
So if you double and they bid 2 spades and it comes back to you, are you going to sell out?
No.
Doesn't that show I guess you have a 10 count, but I think I would rather bid 2 diamonds natural and non-forcing to start with if I could. And then, of course, South on this auction might well do more than bid 2 spades, might bid 3 spades.
Or 4.
I feel like if I could compete to 3 spades, partner will raise to 4 most of the time. That's right, but I would bid 3 spades the first time out, I think, but not 2.
Wow. They sold out for 3 clubs.
I have the stiff club that I showed with my question when I asked how they play that. You didn't pick up on that. Yes, I was sure Amber had clubs, and I know she plays that.
Fancy.
I know she plays that with a lot of partners. That 1 club, 2 clubs is natural.
What's your carding, guys?
Upside down.
Thanks.
So in the contract of 3 clubs, declarer will receive the defense of 2 rounds of spades, probably a heart shift. If declarer leads a club to the king, they can hold their trump losers to 2. If they play a club to an intermediate, they'll finish up losing 3 clubs for down 1. Once North shows the ace king of spades, I think West should play South for the ace of clubs. Now they have to be very careful. They have to go to the king of diamonds and not play a second round of hearts. Otherwise, they'll run into a rough.
Or leave the queen of clubs out of their hand.
Yes, which I feel is less likely than some of the other possible lines.
So we're probably looking at down 1.
Maybe.
Ooh, we're looking at down 2. So one of the sad things, obviously, is when you go minus 200 at match points, you're never happy at minus 200 at match points. It's always just, never is a big statement, but it feels like minus 200 match points is often a result that you're not pleased with looking at on your card. Whenever I've minus 200 match points, I end up circling that board like over and over again.
And North-South doesn't make very many.
Yes. I guess that in 3 spades, they have 7 trump tricks and the ace of clubs. So they're certainly doing no worse than down 1. And the diamond intermediates are good. They only have 3 top losers. I feel like they probably can set up a 9th trick one way or another.
Doesn't want the audience to hear it.
Absolutely. The question is, do I play king clubs from hand, playing for a singleton stick on it, or play small and then king, playing for doubleton, jack or queen? I don't know.
Sorry, what are you saying?
When I'm playing clubs out of hand, am I better off?
Why? Well, let's back up a second. Is there a reason you prefer to play clubs out of hand rather than play one from dummy?
No, I could win the first and play small towards the king. That's better too.
And when would that be losing to play small to the king?
My guess is never. Stiff ace or something, but yeah.
I think it's only stiff ace, right?
Yep.
Because even if it's ace jack or ace queen doubleton, it's not going to help you because they'll get a heart wrap. So they're always going to take 3 club tricks if it's ace queen or king. So it looks pretty clear to play a club to the king. And as it happens here, would make it. Yeah. You're leading out of your hand. I think similarly, I'm not sure where it hurts to lead the king, but I'm not sure why you would want to be leading out of your hand. But if you are leading from your hand, it seems better to lead the king. Again, it's like stiff ace.
Yep. There is no good reason.
So on the bidding,
It's to make our audience feel better that when they put me on the camera, I do stupid things.
Oh,
That is not true. That is not true. We live together. You know what I mean? We all make mistakes. We all do. And getting to play with Debbie is such a pleasure. And she tells you all these great things. So it's a wonderful thing.
Thank you, Bronia.
You're welcome, Debbie.
Sorry, partner, that you have to hear all that. Yes. A new version of sorry, partner that you have to.
A new version of sorry, partner. I was talking about you the other day, Debbie, in the podcast about how you beat me in my one World Junior Championship. And then I managed to blacken both Fred Gittleman and Jeff Hampson's name at the same time because I said how you and Martha beat me. And I said, and by the way, both Fred Gittleman and Jeff Hampson were on my team and we still didn't win. So there you go.
I think Fred Gittleman and Jeff Hampson had Bronia on their team and they still couldn't win.
I know. Can you imagine? How is that even possible?
I'd go that way.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Madeline. It is scary. Yeah.
I am duly terrified.
So we've reached 4, was just about to see the new deal. You figure it's going to be 2 passes to east. You'll open a heart rather than a strong no trump. When South gets in with 2 diamonds, West may have the option of a negative double or simple raise to 2 hearts. And you could certainly imagine East-West playing 4 hearts on this hand. If West competes in hearts, East might drive to game and run into a fairly unfavorable lie of the cards, make that very unfavorable.
So definitely what you said is happening so far. 1 heart, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 3 diamonds by North.
And East can double 3 diamonds as a maximal double, meaning they have a high card game tray in hearts. And that certainly looks like what they have. Now, if West were to guess to pass out 3 diamonds doubled, would they beat it?
It looks like it's down 1.
So long as you don't get active and shift to clubs, look at those club spots and see what the effect of either defender playing clubs would be.
3 spades.
Interesting. You can imagine he's raising to 4 now. Is it possible spades could play better than hearts? On a 4-4 fit, might you get a club loser away on the hearts?
Yeah.
Possible. But East has settled for...
But you still have 2 club losers, a diamond and a spade for sure.
Yeah, I'm talking in abstract, not as the cards lie. Okay. So on a spade lead, it looks to me if Declarer takes the heart finesse, that things could go very badly wrong. If Declarer guesses to play the ace-king of hearts, they might get out for down 1, but they do look booked for a spade loser, a diamond, 2 clubs, and possibly some roughs and possibly the queen of hearts along the way.
If I can ask the audience, because we want to make sure that we are commentating to a level that makes sense. Do you feel like it's like is the level that we're commentating at about right for you guys? Can we see some like thumbs up or some yeses on the chats? Do we want to be less expert talking or more expert talking, or are we just right? Are we like Goldilocks? Are we like Mama Bear, Papa Bear, or which bear are we?
I don't know. I think you want both views. I think you want the people, most of the kibitzers, you want to be able to talk to their level so they understand, but you might want to point out some things that they don't usually think about also.
I was just trying to get some insight from the kibitzers here. How are we doing here? It's when the massage therapist is like, how's the pressure?
So I think Adam Parrish did very well to get out for down one. It never feels entirely satisfactory to play game when you got there under your own steam. But with two club losers, the spade splitting badly, the queen of hearts wrong.
Okay, so I think they want us to talk about the hand for the audience. Do you want to say anything, Adam?
Oh, are we talking about it now or later?
Oh, I think maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're talking now. You're talking now. We're listening.
Oh, fantastic.
Two diamonds is pretty marginal. Especially vulnerable. It's a decent suit, but it's a pretty bad hand.
Yeah, I was thinking it might be an ace stronger than it was.
Yeah.
You want my space?
We haven't talked about this, but this is a classic maximal double situation where, because they competed one step below us and we don't have a way to invite, the double becomes the invitational bid.
Okay.
Fortunately, I had king queen of diamonds, so if it got interpreted as a penalty double, I wasn't super upset. Yeah, it's usually in our game try. And my hand's kind of tricky to deal with. 4, 5, 2, 2, 17. Like I thought about opening a no trump, but I thought it was too strong.
You can see a bunch of tables going down 2, down 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm regretting something that I did on this hand.
Taking your ace queen of clubs?
No, I'm guessing Debbie was saying.
I knew they weren't going anywhere, so I did that for the audience so that we would speed things up so we could discuss the hand. Because by that point I had a count on the hand and knew that Adam was theoretically he could have been 4, 5, 3, 1, but I knew that wasn't the case. I just sped things up. But one does need to be careful about assumptions like that because I didn't actually have it counted by show out.
Right.
So it's something in a real game I would have just exited safely. I would not do that and wait for my ace of clubs to come that I know is coming. So it's not a good play technically, but I was confident enough that this was the hand that I was willing to do that, both because my partner and also Adam probably would have played differently. But I guess we'll wait till later to. Now the audience has all this time until I talk about the hand later to figure out what I did on the hand that I regret.
I'm guessing it was not playing
On
the
to the
queen of
next
spades
book.
or trick one.
Hello, Richard. Hello,
Hey, guys.
Kevin.
Hi guys. Hi Kevin and Richard. Just to let you know, you'll be.
But Kevin's got to be nice to his mother, I'm told, so it's all good.
No comment, Kevin?
I can't hear most of what's happening. The internet's not working.
I'm surprised a
You're
little
in
that
the same
Debbie
place
didn't open
as
a book.
Amber and her dad? They seemed fine when they were here.
While we're looking at this hand, this is a really difficult hand for
Alert.
this. How are you supposed to avoid 3 no trumps on this hand? 3 no is basically 50%. If either east or west has the ace king of clubs, you have 9 tricks. When they don't, 3 no trumps goes down on a club lead, while 5 diamonds is very much more difficult to beat. Maybe you can't beat it, as the cards lie.
South hand could bid 3 spades now,
Mm-hmm.
which would indicate a weakness in clubs.
Yeah.
They didn't play it.
North shown 5 diamonds in a balanced hand, but
Right.
so from South's perspective, of course, if partner has king third of clubs and 3 small spades, 3 no trumps is where you want to be.
Might be no, but on this hand, partner might do something like double dummy, like raise 3 spades to 4 spades.
If North has denied 3 hearts already, is it possible they might bid 4 hearts over 3
Well,
spades?
they did. It's not only possible.
I like 4 hearts. Next of the South has an E version.
And they got
Very
the
nicely
5
done.
diamonds. Yeah, they got the 5 diamonds, and
On a club lead, the defenders can probably do best to continue
Best in
clubs.
standard carding?
Yes.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kevin is always nice to his mother, by the way. That's
Haven't
just
changed
normal
your
thing.
stripes, Richard.
You have 11 tricks no matter what, this rough two, they can't go wrong if they play the king of hearts on side or play to pick up spades, they both work.
Yeah, unless you take two spade finesses, which I'm sure Declarer will not do.
No.
And it's certainly not easy for West to work out what to do after the ace of clubs holds. Feels right to exit with a club to me, but I can see all the four hands.
But if he shifts to a heart,
Declarer would just play low and eventually pitch the spade loser on the hearts, I think.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was
Speaking
just
of hooking
testing.
spades,
Yeah.
They hooked a spade once. Now came a heart and they cast a heart in all their trumps. They get a show out because righty
Yep.
would be squeezing, giving the count in the spades. Pitching to pay to save the king of hearts. And a lot of pairs I think are going to open a no trump and get to 3-0.
Yes. Yes. I think that North hand is arguably worth a strong no trump, but Debbie went for the best technical approach, I think. So Declarer will rough a club, play a trump to hand, rough another club, draw trumps, and run the 9 of spades, not caring whether it wins or loses.
Got to be careful to rough with the ace of trumps there.
And look at that, careful she is. So if you play 3-0 trump by somehow play 3-0 trump by the queen hand, you have to lead the ace of clubs to beat it.
Yeah, but that's here's if you don't open a no trump,
You're going
Nice
to reach
option.
better no trump.
unlikely
Yeah,
the stiff queen's ever going to beat a no trump.
right. I agree.
Yeah. Nice auction, Ewan. Thanks. Did you to force the game with your hand?
No, is the short answer.
Right.
Nicely
Okay.
done. Nicely done, north south.
Thanks, Bronia.
Welcome.
Open a no trump.
Yeah, I might have opened a no trump non-vulnerable, but it didn't really feel like we're playing 14 plus to 17, but I think we're playing more like 15 to 17, but can upgrade. We didn't actually discuss it, and I didn't think this hand. I did have a good 14 and a good diamond suit, so it certainly would be reasonable to open in a no trump. Didn't seem that good a hand.
It actually feels
One
like a
other
very...
pair bidding made 5 diamonds, and it was the other Rosenberg.
Okay. Michael.
So bridge is a family game, as you can see. So we've seen a couple Rosenbergs. Now we see some Berkowitzes. We're going to see more Berkowitzes later. So it's a nice family game. Sometimes we call David Berkowitz Papa Burke.
Predictable enough auction. South, non-vulnerable, stretching to bid 2 hearts. It's not clear that East has any reason to do any more bidding.
Oh, Mike, you got a little something?
You usually do.
Your carding?
It's standard. Ace from ace king.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Declare is faced with the possibility of 2 spades, 2 diamonds, a club, and 2 hearts to lose. But equally, the defenders have to lead something after the ace, king of diamonds. Whatever they do may help Declare come to a 7th trick, and you could even imagine at some tables maybe an 8.
And more, it looked too much sweat. So 120. It is a pretty bad hand to bid 2 hearts on. At this vulnerability, you can afford to go down a couple, as long as nobody
Yes.
double.
Well, David Berkowitz in the East seat doesn't like doubling if he doesn't have 6 tricks in his hand. So now what from West? He knows a diamond continuation is bad. The club would be seriously wrong if Declara has the queen.
Heart, that turns out to be safe.
Heart turns out to be safe and probably is the percentage action, I would guess, but it's really hard to know. Declara needs to play low from dummy to make full use of the club values.
So with this shift, it seems he could win the club.
Good
play
play.
Yep.
Good play. Good play by, I'm sorry, by Linda. Nice play, Linda.
Club finesse and play a diamond.
Rough a
East.
diamond, play a club, rough a diamond,
Yep.
and make them give him one more. They might be able to play a heart now.
It might. It's very close. I think you're right. I think Declara at double dummy on the club shift might have a legitimate way to make 8 tricks with the side of all 4 hands.
Oh yeah, they can.
Okay, nice play, Linda. Nice second play by Linda there.
The double dummy you certainly could make because it would be unplayed after taking 2 diamond rubs.
Yeah. think Declare is going to make 7 tricks here unless the defenders slow. And as you say, given that East does fairly well in 1-no trump, especially on the Queen of Hearts lead, if they guess to win the heart and play the Queen of Spades, the fall of the 8 of Spades means the spade suit establishes itself. You'd certainly expect a Declarer to make at least 90 in 1-no trump and perhaps 120.
Unreasonable to play a spade to the king now. Once the other hand showed up with ace, king, jack, and the king of clubs, doesn't have to have the ace of spades anymore.
The other possibility might be to exit with the 7 of hearts now. If East didn't have that 4th club exit, you can see they would be M played to lead away from.
Would be. What if he exits with the 7 of hearts? Now they play a club, he roughs it.
Okay. And maybe he scores all the trumps, yeah.
As long as lefty's got to hold on to the last diamond, can't pitch that diamond.
So Declarer has 5 tricks in.
He's going to make it.
Now the jack of diamonds, as opposed to a second round of spades, means that South can rough and exit with a spade and pick up 2 more trump tricks by force. Very nicely done by Linden.
Even if they played a spade,
yep.
And then tapped him, he could exit a low heart and get the last 2 tricks.
Very nicely done, Linda.
Thank you.
Yes.
Nicely done.
I was terrified. Kidding.
I can still see the sweat coming off your brow, Linda.
We were all watching and we were all complimenting your play. I just want you to know that. Every time you played a card, we're like, well done, Linda. So good job, Linda.
There wasn't much you could do with the 3rd trick.
No, it was.
No, you had to play. Maybe we could.
It was your big moment on Viewgraph, Linda.
Okay, I just don't want to disgrace myself, particularly on Viewgraph.
No, you did great, Linda. You did great. We are very impressed. Good job.
Yes.
He did great.
From here on out, if we don't do well, everyone will know it's my fault.
That's right. That's right.
That was a doozy. Yeah. All right.
Thank you for playing in this game and thank you for letting us kibitz. And I hope you guys have fun. And I think we're staying with some people and some people are moving on. So we'll see you later. And thanks again for everything.
Is it Bronia?
It is. Hi, Linda. Yes, it is me.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you so much. Okay.
Oh.
Hi, Bronia.
Mike, we're now below average, Mike.
I know.
Hi, Fred and Michael. Just to let you know, you're on Viewgraph.
Watch out, we're playing precision.
Oh no! Should I bring in the big guns?
We might be being televised. I have no idea.
So another family table, right? This is another. This is Michael Berkowitz.
If he's doing anything wrong, it's his upbringing.
Okay. He's been doing very nicely.
My entire plan for the evening went out the window because I was going to bring in my daughter to guilt trip him.
Where is she?
She's asleep. She needs her rest. Let's see.
Bronia and Gary, when West opens a heart and North overcalls a spade, what will East do? What should East do?
I'll help you on lead, don't worry.
It would have been easier. They needed to get 3-0 was the best place.
Wow, that's pretty low, Mike.
I went low.
If Mike had started with 2 clubs, he might have rebid 2-0.
Yep. If Declare finesses at the first trick, he's going to be in pretty decent shape. If he goes up with the ace, and of course he doesn't know the lead isn't from shortness, it's going to be a lot more awkward for him.
Not all of us are as good at multitasking as you are.
Michael's playing all the hands. I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, not doing such a good job either.
West still doesn't know whether the lead was from 4-card suit or 2. He has to be careful not to play a trump to the king,
Which got to play a diamond to the 10 now.
Yeah, which is really not an obvious thing to do. Once you put up the ace king of clubs, you're mentally assuming that North is short in clubs rather than long, which means for you to play the jack of clubs now would be.
I don't feel bad about anything that's happened so far.
Don't feel bad about anything, period. You don't even have to say anything more after that. Never feel bad about anything.
Wasn't prepared for the small trump lead from dummy. Perhaps that was one of the things they might have thought about.
I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to this versus VBO. I'm sorry.
Well, that looks sexy.
Whoa.
Well done by Declara. So now, if Declara draws trumps, they can lead a spade towards the queen, and hold their spade losers to one, but instinctively it feels right to play a spade now, I think. You know North has the king of spades because he didn't lead the suit or shift to it.
Now he's the way Fred's playing it, I'm feeling worse and worse about
Oh,
the
it's got,
decision.
oh, it's got king, queen, 10.
If
king,
only we
10.
could let Michael know that he shouldn't feel bad.
Yes.
Me too.
Michael, it's okay, Michael. It's okay. Michael and I have played on several teams together. We once played in the Spin Gold and we were the bottom seed and we played the top seed and we should have
How
quit.
much did you beat them by?
Yeah, exactly. We should have quit after one quarter because after one quarter we were down 3 and that was the best. And they were talking to each other about who should sit against who. And I just started laughing.
Looks like he's doing pretty well.
He's doing great, and I'm vindicated.
Vindicated.
Sorry to say.
Uh-oh. Well, it doesn't really matter.
He played a heart to the 9.
Yep, he did.
Well done. Wow, very nice.
Thanks.
Michael, we were telling you that it was all going to be okay. After you were feeling bad, I'm like, don't feel bad, Michael. It's going to be okay.
It is. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. That's what you got to know. It's all going to be okay.
I didn't think the queen doubled into spades was necessarily such a good holding, but
Notice that when Larry Cohen defends the hand, he gets 3 down and 4 hearts. When David defends the hand, 9 tricks are made. I'm not sure what inference to draw from that.
It's
Michael, I think you should-
if you can't have fun, why are we here? You know what I mean?
I survived playing against my father and Larry. That's all I needed to do. I needed to survive these 2 rounds. Now I can go
Well, you're way
elsewhere.
ahead of us now.
It is very
The
young.
night is young.
I have my mixed drink here to suck on when things start going south.
Wait, where's mom? As long as I'm ahead of her, that's all that matters.
Yes, you're watching the Berkowitz Championship
Exactly.
on live on Zoom.
We talked about that as well, by the way. So all these things you're talking about, we got them. We were talking about the Berkowitz family.
We have no original thoughts to
What'd you
add.
do?
Thank you all for coming.
Where's my daughter?
Where is your daughter?
Sleeping.
She's the only one who works for a living.
I know. I saw she got a new job too.
Hey, Junior.
Dude.
Hello.
How's it going?
Just to let you know, you're being watched by the world.
Dude.
By the world.
The entire world
In that
is
case,
watching.
Wolf God deals Kappa resembles a 1-0 opener instead of what he usually opens.
Yeah, everyone's a critic.
We're playing precision. Don't open a club in front of me. I can't open a club.
There you go.
Very sad story.
Congratulations on your new grandbaby.
Oh yeah, we're delighted.
Oh, that's great. June, I understand.
That too.
It's making us feel older. No, we weren't old until we had a grandchild.
It's actually not true. He couldn't hear me there, but it's okay.
So again, an interesting problem coming up for South after a club pass a heart. South settled for 2 diamonds, which I think would probably be the majority position. There's something to be said for bidding a no trump. Who cares about stoppers?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Another no rest for the weary, Michael.
3 diamonds looks to have 3 hearts and a club to lose off the top, and the point of the board is just to try and hold your spade losers to 1 for down 1.
Or Trump, you're not allowed to complain,
I understand.
according to Larry.
So I get to blame him. I understand.
This is all his fault. If I didn't raise with this hand, he would divorce me.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did.
I guess after 3 rounds of hearts and a club shift, you go up with the ace, draw trumps, exit with the jack of clubs, and try and negotiate spades for 1 loser, which today should be relatively straightforward. If East-West had played the hand in, let's say, in 2 hearts, they would have probably made it.
Yeah, might make 3. The hand plays very well with clubs 2-2 and hearts 3-3.
Yeah. Yep.
How do you make 3?
Away, but they can't all go away.
3 clubs.
Well, no, you have 4. You have 5 losers.
You have one spade and two diamonds in a club.
Nothing you could do, Mike.
And three hearts. Oh, you're talking if East West is playing. Sorry.
Yes, yes.
That was a pretty boring hand.
But, see, now, if I'd have been in the other chair, I'd opened a no trump.
Right? You'd have gone down.
I'd have gone down instead of you. But that's the way the
Cookie crumbles.
big cookie crumbles.
He
Yeah.
always, I said he would open a no trump with anything resembling it. No one
Well,
knows.
I didn't get the right hand. I had to be sitting.
No one knows the hands I've seen from Mr. Junior.
You should move.
The good news is it went quickly.
So tell us a story then.
Tell you a story?
Tell us
I
a story about.
Hi, Jane.
We're on national TV.
You're on national TV. Tell us a story.
You want to tell us a story about the latest addition to the Hall of Fame, Janice?
Who's that up there?
So you got me, you got Bronia, Barry, and Gary. The
Oh,
three
you know,
musketeers.
I'm playing
The three
with Mike-
musketeers.
I'm playing
I
with
would tell
Mike.
you a story about Janice, but I gotta save him.
Tell us something about Janice that we don't know.
I don't know whether the audience know about Janice's daughter, Jennifer.
Do I have to be nice to Janice at the Hall of Fame banquet?
Yes, Papa Burke, you have to be nice to Janice and to everyone else because that's
fun
the
of
way
that.
we roll. That's the motto is play nice. That's our motto.
I will tell you a story about Janice that won't make the speech.
Gary
So-
introducing Janice?
You know, Janice is a lawyer, and at one point, after graduating law school, she was actually charged with attempted murder of a police officer.
That's a story I did not know.
She almost ran down a police officer in her car, trying to navigate the traffic at the airport. But eventually, the charges got either dropped significantly, lowered significantly, or dropped. But she originally was charged with attempted murder.
Wow. You were a
But you didn't hear
lawyer?
that here. No, this was
You were her.
40 years ago. She was in Miami, I was in Chicago.
Oh, okay. But you were a lawyer too, right?
Yes.
You
She didn't
defended.
call me.
Okay, well, you guys will be moving on shortly. So thank you so much for letting us watch, and thank you so much for playing in this game and for supporting the
Thank you.
ACBL Educational
Thank you so
Foundation.
much for the. Thank you so much for the hard work you do.
The great thing about the bridge world is
I'm negotiating right now. You're all witnesses. I won't say anything bad about Larry, but he owes me an extra stroke next time we golf.
and now he can actually hear you, just in case you're wondering. So I'm glad you waited for that so he could actually hear you. Hi, Larry.
You owe me
Hi,
a stroke.
Okay,
Where is
so-
out there? I hear voices all over the place.
Okay, so that's the disembodied voice of Bronia and Barry. Anyway, you're on view off, okay?
Hi, everybody.
Okay, thank you. I heard voices from the sky.
Gary, that was pretty funny. You're like, don't, I'm like, he can't hear you. So you start saying things as Andy is unmuting the microphone so that he can
Come on,
hear.
you grab when we're defending one no, okay.
My partner won't bid.
Well, I'm not going to make any mistakes on this hand. Not on you, Grab.
Leave it all up to me, huh?
It feels the Queen of Hearts will hold the first trick and West will continue with a low heart to the king. If Declara ducks that, then East has to decide whether to play a diamond or a spade back. The good news is that both work. Three of Hearts might be interpreted as suit preference for the lowest suit, or it could just be the only heart that West can afford to play.
He's got a pretty obvious diamond shift, so.
It
Diamond or
feels that
spade.
way, doesn't it? It feels like
A pretty obvious diamond shift, huh, Larry? How, Gary?
Well, that's the weakest,
Gary,
but
Gary,
a spade,
I know, I'm
a
just
spade
laughing.
could be right, but a spade is just as good.
I know. I'm
As the
laughing
Cubs like.
because it's just funny. It's just funny.
There's something also said, does everybody lead the Queen of Hearts from that holding versus no trump, or do you lead fourth best?
it's an interesting question when you've got two apparent entries on the side.
Right.
Leading a high heart looks slightly safer to me.
Would it
With
matter
one
more
entry, I might lead low.
match points versus imps?
Yeah. Big decision for Declara here. If they go up with the king of spades, trying to keep West off lead, there's a lot of losers just about to hit. If Declara guesses right, they wouldn't do too terribly. But Now the defenders have 4 spades, 4 hearts, and a club. I think declarer gets the rest after that, but that's not much consolation.
And that was a situation you see much more when you're in control of the suits, playing a suit, than when they're defending, but that was restricted choice. Now, the person won the jack of spades, and if they had the queen, they could have won the queen. So therefore, the right play is to play him for ace jack and not queen jack.
So this might be a good place for you to explain what restricted choice means, Gary.
Well,
And
it's the old it's the old Monty Hall. Like if when you pick, they tell you to pick 1 of 3 rooms. You pick one, and now he says to you, do you want to keep that room, or he shows you one room which is nothing, or pick the other. And you should always pick, because you started with a 1/3 choice of getting it right, and now it's 1 and 2. So, and that's the same thing when somebody plays touching honors. They could play either one, and in theory, half the time they play one and half the time the other.
That's it.
You owe me a stroke, Larry.
He can't hear you.
Or do we get rejected from Ugraph? I don't see or hear anyone now.
He has to turn. Yeah. There we go.
You're
Okay,
still
now
here.
we're back on. We're back
Oh,
on.
you guys are there.
You
You're
owe
just
stroke.
quiet.
Yeah, we have to be muted while you're playing, and then once you're done playing, we unmute so that we don't mistakenly tell you what to do. But well done.
I thought you might whisper in Declarer's ear so she could guess the spades. She would have liked a little whisper from you, because I could have had the ace of spades. She didn't know.
So you guys warn us when the hand's coming up.
Oh, why, you got to go put
No.
on some makeup?
I was
They already told you,
I
you
was
look
told I
good.
can't eat or drink.
Larry,
Oh,
Bronia said you owe me a stroke the next time we golf.
All right, I'll give it to you. I just had some blackberries when I was the dummy before. I hope there's no remains of those. So tell me again who's
You
there.
still use
Bronia?
blackberry?
Bronia, Barry Rigal, and Gary Cohler.
Oh, Gary Cohler. Oh,
Yeah,
right,
Gary
I know
Cohler.
Gary.
Hi, hello, Greg Hinze. And hello,
I am
Jamie
not
Stroke.
giving him an extra stroke. I take it back. You were not getting an extra smoke.
What?
Stroke or an extra smoke. That was a Freudian slip.
This is recorded. You're on witnesses saying yes.
I didn't know it was you.
That's pretty funny. It's a small world.
If I wasn't on Bugraph, I might have balanced, but fall against not with 4-4. I couldn't do that with everybody watching.
You showed
Martin Bergen a balanced, Larry.
Yeah. Bronia, we're supposed to do a TV show once a month. I'm waiting for you to tell me.
I know. I will. I promise. You're on. We're on together.
Okay, good.
I haven't done one since I talked to you, so I haven't done one without you. I promise.
Okay, are we still on Bugraph? Sheila wants to go eat something.
No, I'm kidding. No,
Okay.
I'm fine.
We're going to be moving soon, and I don't know if we're staying. I don't know which one is moving, which one is staying. Andy, do you know?
Okay, goodbye, everyone. Try to
And
get
I
the
want-
deals a little more exciting for the audience.
And we thank you. Oh, we thank you for playing.
Oh, my God. Now, this is a good person to have on Bugraph, George Jacobs.
Hi,
Not to take it-
George.
Hey, George.
Hi.
Hi there. Hi, George. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Hey, Larry. All right, I have
Hello,
to
everyone.
it's going to take me a minute to count my points. Please bear.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was gonna
So
go
in the
start
last
packing,
hand,
but you gotta
Elsie
watch
kept
this one.
opens 4 hearts, and then she says, "Can I have an undo?" and passes. So I open 4 hearts, and then I ask for an undo, and I pass.
That's pretty funny. That's got to end up in one of your columns, I'm sure.
Yeah, he said, "We would have been better if I had a 4 heart opener." A heart, 2 diamonds, 2 red hearts. Larry, you don't look like you're on a cruise ship.
Let me check. Nope.
So far, the auction seems to have worked out the way one would expect, with West perhaps competing to 3 hearts, knowing or inferring diamond shortness opposite their extra shape probably warrants a 3 heart bid. Will Larry risk?
Normally, we don't know. We don't have to worry about this guy.
Larry has now gotten them to 4 spades, it looks like. Which is not a bad contract.
And far more difficult to defeat than you might think. If the defenders lead 3 rounds of hearts, you can't beat 4 spades. They have to shift to a diamond early to get the rough, but 3 rounds of hearts separates the defenders' communications.
It's pretty funny that they put the 2 of us on together. Larry and I do view graph together, and we have a ball.
Should we commentate on this hand as we're bidding it?
I think so. I think that's a good idea. So my partner has a real opener because she opened in 3rd chair, but then she bid again. So she's got a good hand. Larry also has a good hand. Looks like he's trying for 3 no trump.
George, let's talk about the White Sox.
Oh, Larry, please don't make me talk about the White Sox. They're like set the all-time record for futility.
I don't see you in your M&M jacket behind home
I'm
plate.
I'm there, but not as much as normal. And I did something new this year, Larry. You'll appreciate it. I had the sleeves cut off my jacket, and I had zippers put on. And now, if it's 100 degrees and humidity, instead of dyeing, I can take off the sleeves of my jacket.
That sounds clever, but I think staying home would be even smarter.
Yeah, I've been staying home a lot, but you have your Marlins.
Looking at the
fighting it out for the worst team in the majors.
Looking at the 8 of spades and the 6 diamond, they might just leave their diamond on leading at 4 spades.
Will we be seeing your presence in
Toronto?
It's
Philadelphia next year. I'm hoping to be the MC, one of your jobs. So don't plan on being the MC next year. I beat you to it.
Oh, cool. I hope I can be the MC next year.
You can if I'm still living. I'm in.
Good. That'll be.
Are you there, Sheila?
Hi.
Okay, we're gonna run out of time.
Sorry. Okay.
She's freezing the clock. She's playing the 4 corners defense.
I'm sorry.
okay. So we've got to the Goldilocks contracts, and not too high, not too low, just right. And
Okay, I'll just claim since we're out of time.
as I say, 3 rounds of hearts looks the natural thing to do to force declarer, but now declarer can make if they guess trumps, since there's no communication left anymore in the trump suit, in the heart suit for diamond roughs. Declarer will still have to guess whether to play east for ace 3rd of spades or ace jack 4th, with no obvious reason to get it right that I can see.
He's certainly playing it fast. I'll give him that.
Now we come to the critical moment.
He's going to play low.
King of hearts, ace of hearts.
He's Larry Cohen. He's playing low.
What if they'd gone up 8 of spades and played a club? Yeah, he's still got
He still has 10 tricks. Yeah. This is a deceptively difficult hand to defend. But
George, is your partner really good? She could duck smoothly with ace and a spade?
She could. I'm not saying she did, but I'm saying she could.
And if you have ace jack 4th, really, if you get lucky, then I don't have enough time here.
Play Larry Cohen.
I think declarer to make 4 spades needed to take the finesse on the first round of the suit while he still had diamond communication. I think he's not going to make it now because East can rough in on the second diamond.
He can't get to the diamond.
Yeah. So maybe this will be one of the hands that Larry will use in the all 52 cards. Play this hand with me in the bulletin.
Yeah, I had a hunch that you were getting to that.
What a shame after all of that.
Yeah, nobody feels worse about it than I do, Larry.
Well, we got to a nice contract.
She did.
That was almost fun.
Yeah. Get back to your hand early on with the ace of clubs rather than the diamond.
They could always do something bad, I think. I wasn't going to do that.
Because then you'd be on
Larry,
the first.
I have a feeling not, because then they can.
We didn't get to talk to them, but
Oh no, they're still here. I was going to say something bad about them. Hey guys, you want me? I was so happy that last deal, and
Larry, you had to run the 9 of spades on the first round to make it, and you were never doing that, I think.
Yeah, that I wasn't doing.
And Larry, we're so happy you're going to be the MC.
Okay. Feels like a normal 1 heart opener for Eastern, for North in third seat, and a takeout double for East. Then the question is, what South should do, if anything, slightly different. 2 heart opening by North. Keeping the
To compete.
Yep. Well done by South for competing on this hand, facing a weak 2, pushing the opponents to 3 spades. But Larry will do very well to avoid leading a heart on this hand. If he can start with ace other club.
He might bid.
Fencer.
Yeah, he did good by doubling.
Oh,
He wasn't going to pass after having 2 extra aces in his hand.
what's he going to lead?
Gotta have some fun.
All right, good luck, partner.
Sheila, how strong is 2 hearts?
What's that?
Sheila, how strong is 2 hearts?
I'm sorry, what? I couldn't hear you.
Nothing special.
Okay.
We don't play together.
Just checking. Yeah.
So we down 2 here?
Yeah, but they have to be careful not to block the club suit.
Yeah.
Declare's going to pull trump. Oh, that was not. No, she did good by ducking.
Another nice defense by Sheila.
Larry should pitch the deuce of hearts on the next one.
It depends if they play upside down or right side up, or upside down or right side up.
And we'll find out now.
So I guess South connects it with a spade at this point safely.
Spade would be best.
Really like Larry Cohen's decision to double 3 spades, but he did know that his partner had a good hand because they hadn't raised hearts immediately. They balanced into hearts. This auction showed constructive values, and Larry, as you said, had maybe 2 more aces than he promised for a third in hand week 2. But I'm sure not many people would have found that particular route on the hand. So credit to him.
I don't usually claim when I'm not on lead, but
that's okay.
I saw your heart signal, but I thought, he doesn't know I have the jack.
Yeah, didn't love them. Okay, what's the eye in the sky say this time? I like when Barry's watching. Come on, he comes on and tells you double dummy after.
I was just admiring your cold-blooded killer approach to opening a week 2 and then doubling for penalties the next time out.
You had to put on a little bit of a show. Can we set it 2 is the question. Let's see.
I think the answer is probably yes. On a trump exit after 3 rounds of clubs, you probably get the extra trick.
3 rounds of clubs and then diamond, probably. Yeah, it's hard, Sheila, not to play that jack of hearts, though. If I had the 10 of hearts, and also you could see that they're about to build some diamond tricks. So it's really, it's hard to resist playing that heart through for me.
I agree. You open 2 hearts. You open 2 hearts. I agree. I'm with
My
Larry.
fault, Bronia, it's my fault. I
It's
should
all
have had the
Larry's
10 of
fault.
hearts, right? Yeah,
Sketchy hearts.
300 would have been nice because we can make some hearts, and that trick was everything there. If we can set it 2.
You made a nice play of playing the 9 of clubs too, Sheila, on the first club.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you could have blocked us all up.
You could have, you didn't split your honors, which means that now this club suit wasn't blocked.
That's right.
I could have not covered.
You could have not covered. That is true, but I think that is true. But they can still do it because as long as she doesn't block the club suit, even if Larry ducks, he could still exit out when he gets in next time a diamond.
It's messy, because South has the trump exits, but North doesn't have a convenient way to get off play. In some positions, Dakar might get to set 2 diamonds up for 2 hearts to go away. Really awkward. You can imagine 3 rounds of spades at the start to strip out the spades and then playing a club, and maybe the defenders can only get 1 down.
Yeah, I didn't like that spade suit.
What does DDS say or whatever that? How can we look at deep finesse, which I obviously is not necessarily.
Yeah, it says that they can make.
But you can set them 2. Yeah.
The double dummy, we can set it 2, but
yeah, you have to cash your 5 winners. After a trump lead, it's much harder.
It says we can make 9 tricks in hearts, even though some people bid and made 4 hearts.
Hi, Amy. Long time no see.
Hi, is that Barry?
It is very good. So East has done her best to steal the opponent's diamond suit and raising 1 spade to 2, still trying to keep them out. It looks like it will end the auction. And you can imagine 4 rounds of diamonds against 2 spades will leave declarers struggling to make 8 tricks.
I hope you have a good hand.
I do.
Oh my goodness.
So what does everybody think? You're going to win the ace of spades, cash the ace, king, queen of diamonds to pitch spade. So what's declarer going to discard on the ace, king, queen of diamonds, given that he can rough a spade and dummy? Is he going to pitch hearts?
Diamond, not he's pitching all his spades. So he's basically going for.
He's going to lose 2 clubs and 2 hearts this way.
Right. He loses no spades. He guarantees his contract, right? He can't lose more than 2 hearts.
And now East is going to have to defend carefully not to cover one of the king or jack of hearts. Otherwise, declarer can use the 10 of hearts as an entry to dummy to repeat the club finesse.
Yep. So now he'll make 4 if she wins it. Okay.
I guess she could also play the 9 of diamonds and West can pitch the hearts. That will also work to hold the contract to. But the next trick is the critical one. Either declarer will East must duck it, or they can win and play the 9 of diamonds for West to pitch the heart.
Yeah.
But North-South have done very well to get to clubs, which is their far and away the best strain for them on the hand. I think even 110 would score them pretty well. 130 would be great. For those of you who don't know Lisa, Lisa is married to David Berkowitz, mother of Michael and Donna. Now it looks like 130.
And another person I've played lots of bridge with, Lisa Berkowitz, one of my favorite partners.
So it looks as if 130 is a bit better than 110, but 110 is still probably going to be above average for North-South. 130 certainly will be.
110 looks about average. 130 looks above average.
I think North-South did very well to get to clubs at so many tables. You could easily imagine a situation where it might have been difficult for North to compete. If East had opened a heart or a spade and South had overpulled 2 diamonds, it certainly wouldn't have been easy.
Hi, guys. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Amy. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Bronia. Hello.
So, Lisa, you're our 3rd Berkowitz.
I am.
You're our
To
3rd
me,
Berkowitz.
to me, Lisa, you'll always be the first Berkowitz.
How's Michael doing? Is he still doing well? Not quite as well. Oh, James is leading right now.
Michael had a nice board against us. He said, I thought we were friends because Ralph doubled, and then I let it go because I had nowhere to go, nothing to do. I was like, Michael, don't worry. I'm pretty sure you'll still be my friend after this one. Ralph, I wasn't sure.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. We just want to say thank you to you guys for playing in this and for letting us kibitz and.
Oh, it's Ralph Katz.
And we've moved. And we've moved.
It's
Hello,
Guy
Ralph.
and the other guy. Hi. Oh, look who's up there at the top.
Hi, Ron and Guy. Just to let you know, you're on view graph. You're being watched by Bronia and a whole lot of people.
Oh my God.
That's so exciting.
I'll see Bronia tomorrow.
So an interesting problem coming up for South. If North opens 3 hearts, East will overcall 3 spades. What should South do? Looking at something like 4 tricks in their own hands.
Oh my God, you look so sweet.
Isn't he so cute?
I like double. I like double here. I got to tell you.
Gave up on the bow tie, huh, Ralph?
Look what happens when you pass. You get to double 4 spades
Oh, well,
instead.
maybe she's seen her partner's preamps before.
Well, partner doesn't contribute a heart trick, but they do have an ace for you. It does look like 3 spades, a club, and a diamond for down 2. I wonder, when we come to think about the results on this hand, how many people will get 500? How many people will double three spades and get 200? Not clear.
She won her ace of clubs, so that was good.
And for sure, the ace of diamonds is not going away. South knows that declarer appears to have one club and two hearts. So however many diamonds they have, there's no hurry to try and cash the tricks there. Just out of curiosity, Bronia, how do you feel about West raising three spades to 4?
I don't know.
With
I don't think I would raise.
Okay, so why don't you run through what your criteria are?
I have
whether
no
or not-
aces. I have no aces. I have no singletons. I have 3 little trumps, and I'm playing match points.
I absolutely agree with you. I think the key is that with King, Queen, 10, 5th of clubs, if partner has club length, then the opponents may have a club rough against you. If partner has club shortness, your hand can basically be tossed in the waste paper basket. You're looking at a working 3 count. Doubles and hearts are bad holding on this auction because it's quite likely that if North's values were the ace king of hearts, defenders might play ace king and a 3rd heart and get a trump trick with a 10 or jack of spades, passing out 3 spades. Partner plays you for 8 to 10 and a doubleton spade, and that's basically what you have.
It's tougher at imps, but at
okay.
match points, it feels like a pass.
Playing. I got to take 4 more tricks.
Gaming. I know the good ones.
Yes, right. It's close. In pairs, in imps, it's automatic.
Yeah.
Pairs, it's I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to pass or not.
What do you think of?
Whether you're supposed to raise to 4 spades, Ron's playing it. Yeah, it's a guess. I would, but I'm lucky. You're off.
Well, notice everything's off all night. Everything's always solid. Nothing's ever okay.
My clubs has no contribution.
Good hit the dummy.
But you have a lot of company, I'll say that, because if you look at all the 4 spades there's a lot of people bidding 4 spades.
Okay.
Almost everybody. If I double that though, there's no way I'm winning my 10. It's just not happening.
Amy, you must double, Amy. You must double. We love you. You must double. Remember what Ralph just said. Ron is playing the hand. Remember that.
It's the other way around. When it was her name playing with Bill Gates, Bill Gates doubled me and I make an over trick. And so Sharon turns to Bill and tells him so he would understand. You can't get rich doubling Ron Smith.
I think you never pay off.
Yeah, but this is Ron Light. This was a while ago. Now this is Ron Light. Ron Light is in. Ron Light is in the house.
Yeah, Ron Light used to be Ron Stone.
Ron Stone is gone and Ron Light is in the house.
I don't think I've doubled you a lot over the years, Ron.
Hello.
So who is Eric Robinson playing with? I don't recognize the guy.
Hello, Bob. Hello, Eric. You're on view graph. You're on candid camera. Okay, they can no longer hear us.
Okay, Bronia, what would be your opinion of a 2-heart overcall with the West hand on this deal?
Wait, what 2-heart overcall? Oh, okay.
That one.
I don't know. It's points, but I don't know.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. If you Queen 3rd of spades is about the worst possible spade suit you could have. If North doesn't have a spade raise, your Queen of Spades rates to get roughed away immediately. It's a lousy suit facing short hearts because you've got ace king and a rough on defense, but slow losers on offense.
Yeah.
I just can't bring myself to do it. And when you get a buy that, then partner misjudges the hand and competes to 4.
Those Queen 3rds are not good
Oh,
offensive hands.
Upside down.
Queen 3rd, you want to be defending. You don't want to be declaring. 5th is also a defensive. Well, these are real tricks, but
It's one of those things that people don't really buy into is that if you're deciding whether to preempt or not, it's much better to preempt on Queen Jack 10-6 than it is on Ace-6 or King-6, because Queen Jack 10-6 will deliver tricks on offense but not defense. Ace-6 facing a singleton, for example, will give you ace and 2 roughs when you're defending, but might have 4 losers on offense.
yeah, it's such a big deal in bridge, you know? It's such a big deal to decide, you know, you have the same type of thing, but they're so different.
If you could rearrange the West hand into King, Queen, Jack, 5th of hearts, and an ace on the side, and I'd be much happier overcalling on that hand than I would be on this one.
Makes sense. So what's going to
Mhm.
happen here? We're going to go down 2 and 4 hearts. Is that
Well,
right?
you've got 2 spades
Well, we
and a
might go
heart
down
loser.
3. We might go
Might
down
go
3.
down 3.
Yeah.
Not easy to get the tricks unwound if the defenders, the club spots are such that declarer might set up a trick. He might get an end play. For example, if the queen of clubs is played now, declarer might be able to exit with a heart and force an extra trick one way or another.
Jack of
Jack
diamonds.
of diamonds is very
shift.
nice.
Nice
Yep.
shift there, Amy. We're going to have to congratulate her on her shift after the hand.
If West ducks it as he should, the defenders still have a little bit of work to do.
It's a lot
Yes.
better. You play a spade now.
Either a spade or a low diamond, or even perhaps the queen of clubs will work now. Not sure about the queen of clubs, but
I don't
certainly a
think she's
spade
going to
or a
play the
diamond.
queen of clubs. I'm
No.
not seeing that as a card coming out of her hand.
Ace of diamonds she can't afford.
No.
Bang goes the other trick. If West had passed over a spade,
They can hear you now, by the way. They can
Okay.
hear you. You can talk directly to them. Hello, everybody.
we were talking about Ron Light on the previous round. Eric, how do you rate your overcall of 2 hearts?
Definitely light. I certainly wouldn't do it vulnerable.
Trick in 4 hearts is critical.
Thank you guys for letting us kibitz you, and thank you for playing in the game.
Thanks, Bronia. It's always fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. Hey, Bob, you want to tell us a Ralph Katz story?
Alternatively, Ralph, you can tell us a Bob Hammond story.
So Ralph, do you want to tell us a Bob Hammond story? Maybe Bob can't hear us.
Not Nick's company. Nick's the one that has the good Bob stories. All I know is his opponent and his teammate, Bob, was great. Play against, play with, perfect gentleman, great, incredible player.
Ralph, does Sam play bridge anymore these days?
Not really. He's got a 15-month-old.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Sweet little boy. And so he's, once in a while, you might see him on BBO. And I could probably coax him out to a local tournament.
He lives close to you?
Oh, about 20 miles, but in Chicago, that could be long.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be about 4 hours.
Thank you, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. Just to let you know, you're being watched by the entire world.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Almost the entire world. Not quite the entire world, but most of the entire world.
There's a guy in China.
Hello, Christy, Bart, Michael, and Stuart. It's nice to see you guys. Thank you for playing in this.
Hello, thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
We are on mute, and I just want to say one thing where they cannot hear us. Christy Russell is a brand new player. It is so nice to see a brand new player coming to this game and playing in this game. So I just wanted to really commend her for that.
Absolutely. And this is one of those hands, it seems, where maybe the 5 level belongs to the opponents. You'd imagine that South might feel like competing to 5 hearts, and West has a lot of extra shape. North South in 5 hearts might find a way home. East West in 5 spades probably only go down because the spades are 3-0.
You went 4 hearts, by the way.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a weaker heart race.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually doesn't have quite game values.
So this is a really difficult hand on defense, because to make 5 hearts when South leads the 10 of clubs from hand, West must cover. If West doesn't cover, declarer can establish enough discard to deal with the losing diamonds.
Old fashioned.
So is there any way, obviously, if you misguess the clubs, you're going to go down.
Yeah.
But you're probably not likely to misguess the clubs because she bit
No.
3 spades and now she'd led ace of spades, probably from ace king of spades. So you know where the ace of clubs is. So is there any way?
If declarer makes the mistake of drawing trumps, East might get in and play a second trump. And then the question of whether West covers the 10 of clubs becomes
be big.
critical.
Yeah.
Because if you cover, the club spots aren't good enough to establish the suit.
Sure.
But it's very natural to duck the 10 of clubs.
What about if you duck
Declare is not embarking on the best line right now. But on the other hand, West has pitched a club, so now now Declare should make, I think. Yeah, West had to let go spades, which were irrelevant, perhaps, and keep the club. But even then, they would still have had to cover the 10 of clubs, which is not an easy play to find at all.
It's looking good for Declare here.
Yeah.
It's looking good for Declare.
If West had bid 4 spades on the first round, East might have saved in 5 spades, which after all does come pretty close to making. So even as it was, it looked like Bart Bramley did give some thought to bidding over 5 hearts. But certainly a very healthy result for North South.
How's that? Oh yeah, yes you do. Never mind.
Yeah, two refs, 2 clubs.
Yep.
Because I'm being watched by the entire world, of course, I have to play an extra trump on this. So.
Well done, Stuart. Well done.
Thank you.
The good news from East-West perspective was that once North-South bought the hand in 5 hearts, they were headed for almost all the match points, whether they made it or not.
Oh, yeah?
What? How many spades did he make?
You're not seeing the board, the results? Not everybody, but yes.
Yeah,
well,
we're seeing. Make 4 spades.
Yeah, Mike Cappaletti was in 5 hearts doubled making. So there you go. Christy and Bart, you got some match points.
We have the advantage that I knew that he didn't have a real game raised.
I was wondering if I should leave my singleton against spades. I guess not when they were avoiding it.
Another 5 hearts doubled.
Christy, thank you for playing in this game. I hope the experience is enjoyable. I'm sure playing with Bards should make it.
It's enjoyable for me. I'm not sure. I think he got the short straw, but it has been
kidding
fun.
me?
Fun.
Bart is having the best time. Look at him. He loves it. Right, Bart?
Yes.
There you go. See?
Seeing a lot of new faces in this game.
Is that Bronia talking there?
It is Bronia talking here.
Yes. Do you know who Bronia is?
I know.
She's the president of the whole organization.
Oh wow.
That's right.
She's
And
in charge of everything.
And I just want to say, like, it really truly is great that you guys are supporting this game. It really truly is great to see new players in the game. We are so happy to see that, and I just want to thank you so much for doing this.
Absolutely.
Well, you're so sweet to say that.
My pleasure. I play a lot with the juniors, and I also like Hattie Tucker's Jumpstart Bridge, which is another thing supported by the Educational Foundation.
Start Bridge is how I started about a year ago.
It is?
Amazing.
Okay.
Oh, great. Are you a teacher?
Am I?
You.
No.
No?
I'm a student, but Hattie Tucker came to Miami, and Allison Freeland conned a big group of us that have taken it, and there's a handful of us that are hooked, but we're all very new.
Okay, good. With teacher conferences and things, and trying to hook high school teachers on teaching Bridge. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you were one of the teachers she hooked.
No, I'm not qualified for that at all, but that was the first lesson I ever had was Hattie Tucker.
Christy, just remember, the first 50 years are the most difficult. After that, it starts getting easier.
Getting over the first hurdle, you're right.
It's been fun, humbling and fun all at the same time. But I guess there's the idea of supporting Youth Bridge to me is fantastic. So that alone was reason enough to get in the game. But also, as Zach said a few rounds ago, if you don't get in, you're on the sidelines. So you got to just rip the Band-Aid off. But it's an honor and very humbling to see all these fantastic master players here tonight.
Just so as you know, Christy, this game is humbling for everybody. Everybody is humbled by this game.
It's true.
There are no players who are not humbled by this game.
Which is what makes it the greatest game, which is why we all love it, and which is why we all play, is for that one good.
You never stop learning.
I play a lot of tennis, and I had a coach that said to me one time that the reason we all play is winning and losing. And I feel like that's very similar to bridge.
And then the reason you play is for that one. And the one good down the line shot. You make a good down the line shot, that good passing shot, and you're like, all right, I'm back in. It doesn't matter. I just made 5 errors.
I'm going to make the crisscross squeeze, and I'm going to know how that feels, Bronia.
Yeah.
You don't win, there's always the next thing.
You always learn something and you go, oh, I got to go back and do that better next time.
Oh,
I
exciting.
think you're on view graph. That's what he means, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, what a warning.
Oh, this is a great board, Bronia. East-West have the whole deck, but they have to find the Queen of Hearts if they play in hearts or no trumps.
Yeah.
And I suppose they could play in spades.
Yeah.
If you play spades, there are even actually lines where you might make 7 spades, but not 7 hearts or 7 no. But in practice, anybody playing keycard Blackwood is probably going to stay out of the Grand Slam. And I think 6 hearts is probably the best spot. And it might even be a hand on which you would need to take a safety play by leading towards the ace-9 of hearts, planning to put in the 9. But that won't be necessary today.
Yeah. 7 spades would be tough because
Yes.
you have to guess the Queen of Hearts and 7 spades.
Yes.
You can't rough out the heart and
In-
draw the trumps and get back to the dummy.
If you played 7 spades, you might conceivably draw 2 rounds of trumps and then play the ace king of hearts. Because if the same hand is short in spades and hearts, you can survive the 3-1 heartbreak. That would not be successful here.
That's what yeah. So my guess is people are not getting to 7. I think getting
Yeah.
to 6 is good. We'll see at the end. We'll see at the end what happens.
Yes, asked for aces, found 2 key cards, perhaps maybe 1 key card. They're actually in 6 spades. In 6 spades on let's say a diamond lead, the communications are a little awkward. Maybe you're supposed to draw 2 rounds of trumps, play ace of hearts and a heart to the jack. If that loses, then you can get back to dummy with the 3rd trump. That might be the best line in 6. Not sure. We certainly see possibilities of going down in 6.
I think she's gonna make it. She's good. She's not only a good player, she's one of our top directors, by the way.
On a club lead, club is very awkward. I think your favorite to go down in 6 on a club lead.
Yeah, but
on a
he's not
diamond.
leading a club.
Okay, we haven't seen the lead yet. Stuart
Yeah,
Rosenstein on the lead. Yeah.
I'm not feeling the club lead.
Okay.
Oh my God, he led a club. I was wrong again. Wrong again by Bronia Jenkins. That's the title of my book, by the way. Wrong again. by Bronia
Yeah,
Jenkins.
this was 2 hearts promised 6 hearts. 4 no was key card. He showed 1, the Queen of Spades and the King of Hearts.
I think the only way to make this contract is to draw all the trumps and guess the hearts. And I really don't see why one would do that. An alternative might be to play on a cross rough, but that doesn't feel natural to me. Declare might be starting on a cross rough.
But what's wrong with your initial play of drawing 2 rounds of trump? You pitch the club, you draw 2 rounds of trump, and you play the hearts and a heart to the jack.
If that lost and a minor suit came back, you'd be out of trumps.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
Let's see what Declare is doing. Declare is not down yet,
No.
but I think the odds are against her.
Certainly she could she's clearly not down because she could just take a heart hook.
Yes.
And the 10 of hearts might, and who knows, because the 10 of hearts might cause her to take a heart hook.
You have a look at what happened there was a very slight inference, Bronia, from the opening lead, the club going to the 10, that South had something like King 3rd of clubs and North Queen Jack. It wasn't clear what the spade length on the hand was. If South had 3 clubs and North had 5, the heart finesse was probably the percentage play, but only by a fraction.
Mm-hmm.
You know the rule about 8 ever and 9 never? It's very close when you're missing 4 cards to the queen.
He's
If
about
you
to
know
turn
that,
hang on, they can hear us again in a minute,
Right.
in a second. Yep.
definitely very close percentage play within the heart suit.
Sorry, Jenny. Good lead, Stuart.
Very good lead, Stuart. On a diamond lead, it's much easier to make 6. On a diamond lead, Jenny would probably have won it, had drawn 2 rounds of trumps and played ace of hearts and a heart to the jack, which is, as the cards lie, a winning line. And when trumps break, that would almost guarantee the contract. So your lead made the difference between success and failure.
The jack anyway.
Well, then after you draw
Follows
2
the
trumps.
second round of hearts. I should just play.
Right, but if I have the queen, I can tap the dummy. It's still a trump partner.
Yeah, it's only because the club lead, on a diamond lead, you could play it that way, but not on a club lead.
Trump, that's not going to work.
No, why not? They could make it.
They can make it, but they didn't.
That I can't help.
Hello.
Hi guys, to let you know you're on ViewGraph.
That does feel less threatening, Andy. You're being watched or you're on ViewGraph. You on ViewGraph does feel a little bit less threatening. Okay, what do we got here?
A hand that East might open 3 clubs and second seat if he does.
And he did.
West will bid 3 no trumps, or should bid 3 no trumps. And depending on what North leads, that could be very easy or very difficult. Queen of Spades leads. Declarer will have to guess the position to make it. I expect Michael to lead the Queen of Spades. On the Queen of Spades lead and the Jack of Spades, if South plays low, Declarer will probably duck that. If South overtakes and West ducks it, then a heart shift and a third spade actually beats 3 no trumps by force, whether or not Declarer guesses diamonds. But I don't necessarily expect the play to go that way. I think it would go Queen of Spades, Jack of Spades, and North may not overtake that, allowing Declarer to duck and then guess the hand in the ending. So best defense is for Stewart to overtake the Jack of Spades.
Wait a minute, Gary, though.
Well done.
I'm not saying it's not, but the 4th spade has the ace of diamonds. And
That's 3 spade tricks and a diamond. There's still only 4 tricks for the defense. But if West had ducked the second spade, the defense could prevail by force by shifting to a heart and then going back to spade.
So as it is now we have a lot of pitches to make. It's always difficult when you are defending against no trump to have to make a bunch of pitches. That is like the hardest thing to do. You have to get a count on Declarer's hand. You have to see what your partner's pitching. You have to make sure that you're holding on to the cards that your partner is not holding on to. That is, from my standpoint, that's one of the hardest things to do, is to be pitching on a long suit against 3 no trump.
Okay, here there's a point that Terence Reese made on discarding, which is South let go 2 diamonds early. He's much more likely to have let go 2 diamonds from a holding including the ace than a holding including the queen. And equally, when you're on a king-jack guess, if a defender pitches twice from a suit, he's much more likely to have done that from the king than the jack. The point being that if you had queen 4th of diamonds as South, you wouldn't know that pitching.
Carding's upside down. We lead the queen from either queen jack 3rd or king queen 4th.
Figures at this moment, if Declarer cashes off the clubs, he's going to play a diamond. Playing a heart would almost be giving up. If he does that, the ace of diamonds will pop and Declarer has 9 tricks. This, as you said, a very difficult hand for South to defend. He didn't want to unguard hearts, and it looked like he had safe diamond discards. They weren't safe, but he didn't know that. And I think Declarer's just gone down by playing a heart instead of a diamond. Yes, that's what's happened.
You're unlucky. I was dealt with Jack of Spades.
Nicely defended Stewart to overtake the second spade. If Declarer had ducked that, you would then, although it's not easy to find, have been able to beat the contract by shifting to a heart, and Michael could win and go back to spades. Robert, you did well to win the ace of spades on the second round.
Yes, but you have to play diamond, not hard.
You have to play diamond. You have to read a diamond and guess the diamonds.
Yeah, it doesn't seem obvious.
It's not. These hands are very difficult because nobody knows what the hand is, so it's hard to know.
We were just saying here in the view graph room that it's so hard to.
So there is a good point about the discards from South early. When South pitches an encouraging diamond and then a second diamond, they're rather more likely to have the ace than the queen, because with queen fourth of diamonds, it's so hard to discard the suit because you don't know declarer doesn't have the ace king, and this, you haven't just unguarded diamonds.
I can have 5 diamonds easily enough. But yeah, maybe I should discard all hearts down to the stiff king.
That's so hard again because
You
Bart has jack third of hearts.
You signal pitch the 10 of diamonds and
sure.
Bridge is easier when you can see all
It
the
is
hands.
easier if you can plan after you've already seen the hand.
Even if they don't discard diamonds.
Hi guys, just to let you know you're on view graph.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello, young people.
2 passes to West, who might have opened 3 spades, but chose 4. Non-vulnerable against vulnerable. It seems like a sensible thing to do. After 4 spades double pass, South has all his values in his short suits. It seems right to pass to me, but at least one person at the table will be very happy to see a 5 diamond bid by South. And that's East, who's wondering whether he can push his luck by doubling.
I think he's going to pass.
I do too. He doesn't know that he can beat 5 hearts or 6 clubs. He does know he can beat 5 diamonds. How bad can it be to defend?
Oh, he doubled. He doubled.
That rally cap that Zach is wearing maybe should be turned around.
Okay, so
Thank you, partner, says South. Where's the hand you held during the auction? The good news is clubs break. Unfortunately, we're going to be looking hard to find more good news on the hand.
Yeah.
I think 2 spade losers and 3 diamond losers for down 800 feels about the best that North-South can do. That 4 spade opening by
I was going to say sometimes preempts work, right?
And Zach Gross is not the sort of guy who's accustomed to going quietly when the opponents act.
Do not go gently into that good night.
Indeed. Indeed.
Drop it like the gentle, what is it? How does it go? Drop it.
Gentle dew from heaven, but one is Dylan Thomas raging against the dying of the light. And
yeah, I think that's what it is. Rage against the dying of light.
yeah. And as I recall, he dropped dead in his 40s somewhere of alcohol poisoning in New York, which is a fate that could happen to anybody. And I can't remember whether Zach has relocated to New York or not.
Oh, we lost the game for a second here. So I'm sure Andy will rejoin and rejoin the game. Yeah, we lost the share, Babs. I agree.
Maybe it was out of charity to Zach Grossack because we didn't want to see his face as 5 diamonds double played out.
Well, Donna, have you enjoyed your first Sparks event?
I have, and I've enjoyed the commentary both from within the Kibitzing and the players. And I really loved hearing Christy talk about Jumpstart Bridge being where she got her start in it. I love that. I'm sure Patty already knows, but I can't wait to tell Patty and Allison about it.
Oh, here we go. We're back. We're back, people. We're back.
I do have a question.
Yes, Tanya.
Who would like to come to ATL? The dates are Friday, the 2nd of August, ending Saturday, of August, at the same hotel, the Marriott Marquis.
You know what? Why don't you put it on the chat so people can see it?
So Declarer played this hand nicely, but the problem was that all the cards were in the wrong place. That's to say the opponent's hands and not his and his partner's.
They probably survived the play. John, put on your microphone on mute, please.
We have a second. Zach, how do you play the double of 4 spades? Take out penalties or optional?
Oh, he's not listening to us. He's on the phone.
Oh, the double of 4 spades shows a good hand.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what everyone basically plays it as.
And what's your view on when does one remove it? Is it to something you think is going to make, or do you tend to pass with balanced hands opposite the double?
John says certainly a pass with this end. We only really want to remove the double of 4 spades, especially look at what he opened 4 spades on. If we can't double that, we can't play bridge. you have to just double just says I have a good hand, declaring ownership, and you pull with sort of extreme hands, like 5-5 hands. But usually maybe a 6-4, or if you really think you're going to make whatever you're about to bid, you pull it. But otherwise, you just.
That's a good lesson, actually. That's a really good lesson because it's hard sometimes when your partner doubles to actually pass when you don't have a penalty. So that's really a good lesson at the higher levels.
More importantly, is if 4 hearts doubled is different from 4 spades doubled.
Yes.
2 totally different things. When they open 4 hearts and we double, that's takeout, and you want partner to bid 4 spades when they have 4 spades and a suitable hand. When you double 4 spades, you're bidding at the 5 level. You only pull with really extreme hands.
Thank you guys for playing, and thank you for letting us kibitz. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And hello, everyone.
Hello, my love.
Look at
Hi.
you. Look at
Hi, Andrea. Nice to see you.
They can't hear us anymore. He's muted us. Okay, second to last round here.
Yep.
You are so. Look at this.
A natural 2-0 trump response by South.
Hello, Andrea.
Hi.
On a spade lead. Declare
you.
is probably not going to enjoy the play very much. On a heart lead, things will be very different. And is going to win the first hearts. And I guess
Kiana, what is your carding?
We are playing standard, 4th best, 11th ball.
Thank you.
I think Declara might lead diamonds from hand rather than risk going to dummy and blocking the suits. I wouldn't be surprised to see him play ace of a diamond now.
Standard, 4th best. Okay.
Well, Declara risk blocking all the various suits.
I mean, it is match points, and it is Zach.
Yeah,
Zach and match points.
You've avoided the spade lead. I think you should be settling for a safe route for 9. Now the defenders have to cash out, otherwise Declara might come to 5 diamonds, 4 clubs, and a heart, and not only get all the match points, but push their partner into opponents into negative match point territory. Now I think Declara's up to 11 tricks.
Taking a lot of tricks, that's for sure.
Yep.
Both those clubs are good.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a good result for Zach and John.
Off to the heart lead, I think they were on a 90% board already. This has just made it into 105. At this rate, Declara is going to score the 8 of hearts at trick 13 for a 12th winner.
That's actually possible. And once again, pitching on a bunch of cards is difficult.
No.
I back Declara to score trick 12 at this rate.
No, there's the 6 of hearts. I think she knows her partner. If she's counting her, he cannot have the king of spades, right?
And we
Therefore,
don't know whether Tuno was forcing or not. If
well,
Tuno was forcing,
let's assume it wasn't,
right?
because it wasn't. So now
Okay.
she should know that but sometimes you lose track.
Yes, particularly when things have not gone the way you want them to.
Yes,
So far.
exactly. So she's sitting there, which one should I pitch? And he's laughing.
It's okay,
Right,
Yoko.
Come on,
Nobody's-
Yoko.
nobody's
Oh, you were
watching.
right, Barry. You were right. You were right. Oh my God, that's so brutal. Brutal result.
And Zach is going to say to his partner, "Why didn't you bid the slam?"
Look at him. He's got the biggest grin on his face.
Yes, whatever it is that one's supposed to be eating, that's that grin.
Yoko, we're sorry, Yoko.
Yes.
What time does the second session start?
That was funny. That was funny.
So here are the scores.
It is moving a lot faster this year, which is good.
Yep.
It is moving, which is nice.
It takes a while to get the system sorted out, but we're doing the same thing that we did last year, essentially, and people know how to do it a lot better.
Yes, they do, yeah.
And the bridge has been a good standard as well. Unfortunately, we can't say the same for the commentary, but
The commentary is as good as it gets.
There you go. The commentary is as good as it gets. That's right. That's right.
It's as good as it gets.
Maybe as good as it gets.
He'll be back to work next week in Toronto.
And we're already into, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
How's everything looking over there?
It's looking great.
It's great news. It's exciting news. I wish I could see you, Bronia.
I know. I can see you though.
Thanks, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Billy
Hi,
Cohen. This is the best thing ever.
Are you in the same room together or what?
No, I made him leave. I made him leave the room.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Jay can come make an appearance.
Now, where's Jay? Show us Jay. Jay, where are you?
Jay's up getting me another round of drinks.
Oh, that's good. That's smart. That's a good move.
Yeah, that's a good move. Okay. Who
I-
opened?
Bronia, I asked if they were going to bring you something to your.
We're on the whatever. The
View wrap. We're on view wrap. You're on candid camera.
Candid
Bronia's
camera.
commentating.
Love a candid camera.
So this is actually the most difficult board of the whole event. It's really hard to imagine how either side can bid this hand sensibly. As you can see.
I don't know if I like that I won it. I don't like the tempo at which I won it.
Oh my God.
I knew I wasn't going to like winning it. Nah.
No? You don't like it?
No, it's not the dummy I wanted.
So there's some case, I suppose, to be made for shifting to a diamond at trick 2.
Nah, it's all right. You do.
Yeah.
You can't help me, Billy.
Can't?
You could.
The thing is, if she did double, if Tracey had the hand to double.
And if they had doubled, South might have redoubled
Exactly.
to get
Now
out.
you're playing in 3 diamonds, and now it's life's good for the North-South team.
Yes. This is a hand where, as Bobby Wolf would say, last bidder gets the 0, because I suspect there will not be many making contracts. Yes, a few Norths will pass and North-South may get to diamonds, but it will be very hard.
Did you lead 3rd and 5th?
I don't remember.
Thank you.
Are you serious? We're like 20 boards in, Billy.
Jesus, I got to remember what. Oh, that's really good.
That is.
We lead, from best I can remember, we do lead 3rd and 5th.
It's all right. I don't think you have any more clubs anyways. I'm not really that worried about the whole situation.
So now Billy Cohen knows that North has 5 diamonds and 2 clubs. So presumably 6
Jack, you
spades.
must be happy. We're all playing together. It's board 20.
I'm very happy. I'm
guess what?
I'm very unhappy with the fact that I opened this hand 2 spades.
Billy's
But I'm very happy to be here.
This is one of the boards that we're going to talk about.
Did you know what the board was before?
I did not. No,
I don't
no.
believe you anymore. After that comment.
No, I just did it because it was the 3 of us. Yeah. So
1, 2, 1, 2.
I didn't have a double in me. I have a 2-no trump, but I didn't have a double. So
I agree with you.
yeah.
Let's see. I guess I can't do anything. I think I can do nothing about this. I get 1 trick.
Yeah.
No, but no, I misclicked. That's wrong.
You get 1.
I get
more.
1. I get the King of Hearts.
Yeah.
Someone delete that.
I refuse. Okay.
Good. If you double, Tracey, the back, I know Billy has a trap pass.
Okay.
If you double.
Wow. Thank you, guys.
You did very well to pass out 2 spades, Tracey.
Okay. I am sending a Zoom link. There's a Zoom link, and we all want you to make sure that you turn off the microphones before you go over to Zoom.
Tracey, thank you.
Thank you, Billy.
Ron, thank
Very
you.
fun.
Thank you.
Zach?
Thank
Is
you,
that
all of you. Thank you for playing in this and for letting us
And
get
now-
it and all
Ron, do
that.
you want to call me and turn the meeting on mute?
Let's go over to the Zoom.
I need a minute.
It's in the email. I know. Okay, we'll see you over there.
Bye.
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.
So that went extremely well, Bronia, in terms of once everybody started playing, there were virtually no hiccups, and that's almost impossible to achieve for an event of this sort.
That was super fun. Here comes Tracey. Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Bronia.
Hi. And LaDonna, can you help make me a host?
Hey, thanks everybody.
It's Tracey.
Can you tell us how the auction went? How the educational fund did from this in terms of income? Or
We don't have the final because we still have donations coming in. So I think it's what, about 50,000 somewhere.
Around 50,000 when everything's tallied up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah. It was really terrific.
Yeah. I did not have a double in me on that last board for sure. So.
But it doesn't work for you to have a double because if you
I
double,
wouldn't.
they're
No, I
gonna,
know.
you're gonna end up playing 3 diamonds.
Right, I know.
It's
Yeah. We're in the right spot.
I found the creative call of 3 clubs. My left-hand opponent bid 3 diamonds and partner said double. So I knew he had a penalty double of 3 spades. So I bid 3 hearts. I'm treating this as a 5-6. Why not? And I don't want to tell you the rest of what happened. It was
no, you gotta tell us the rest now. You can't stop now.
It sounds like.
So my partner thought queen and 1 diamond was enough of a stopper. He bid 3 no.
Ah, I see.
After I pulled his double of 3 diamonds,
And you did not go diamond lane?
I should have passed out 2 spades like you did, Tracey.
Imagine though that if on a diamond lead that the player with ace king 5th of diamonds might have won the ace and underled the king, thinking that declarer had queen 10 third. Not
Exactly. It
Yes.
could have exactly. But my
But I didn't do
defender
that.
was not as creative as that.
Oh, I'm disappointed.
I
Last time I did that, declarer went up with the queen. The same thing happened at the other table, and it was a push.
Yeah. I was wondering if one of the tables was still playing, we could go bop in and see them finish.
Oh, sure.
Well,
they're
we're all on
they're on
20.
trick 10.
Bart, are you still playing?
I can show you the scores.
No, yeah. So
Okay, great. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who participated in this. Thank you to all the people who contributed money and bid on our fabulous pros. And a big thank you to the pros as well for volunteering your time to help support the Spark Fund and the Educational Foundation. I also want to say a very big thank you to Real Bridge, to Andy and Shireen. They do a tremendous amount of work. You may have seen in the emails how many sessions
Yes, so I
they
figured, why should
held.
you try to get on the
And
Zoom?
we very much
And you
appreciate
can just join me.
all of it to make this work.
Sure.
I also want to thank Tracey Bauer for about 8 million hours of tireless work, organizing and communicating and trying to get everything going. Coordinating things around the globe is pretty difficult. And so we're all very appreciative. Tracey has a great team of people she's got to helping her, and Amber Lynn, I would like to also mention, and LaDonna, our executive director, LaDonna Parham. So that it's a big team effort here, but we really appreciate Tracey spearheading and organizing and doing all of the communication. So a big thank you to Tracey and Amber and everyone there. I also just wanted to mention this, the Spark Fund within the Educational Foundation is targeted at like young adult, some junior bridge and young adult. Technically it's 31 and under, but we really focus on kind of that collegiate, late high school, and then the continuing on in the post-collegiate experience. A couple of things we've done with the money so far this year already is fund teams. We had, I think, 15 Americans and 7 Canadians go to the transnationals in Poland that are going on now, including the USA, the under 16 team of All Americans won the world championship. And I believe Amber was telling me that there's a 10-year-old on the team, so who may be the youngest American world champion. We're not quite sure, but and then we also have been, for this particular year, funding additional kids going to the collegiate championship. So people win their zones or regions and win trips for their
It's not our
colleges.
screen. No, I
And
just
so
unmuted
we've
it.
done additional funding there for, I think, so far 25 to 27 additional kids going there. So that's just some of the things we've been doing with the funds, but we're very appreciative and really thank everyone for all their participation. Thank you all very much. Enough from me. Let's get to the bridge.
Yeah. Oh, really one quick, I think Bronia and Barry that just did all of the commentating.
Yes,
And,
of course.
yeah. So thank you guys and your Star Trek.
And
So-
Gary in the background making fun of them as well. So
Yeah, Gary was good. Gary was good.
I'm gonna go over a couple of boards. Ralph, you're gonna do 14 for us. And who was your mate that was gonna do it with you?
Bob Hamman. Yeah, South, my partner opened a spade. And Westover called 2 hearts and I bid 2 spades. And now Bob made an incredible winning bid here. He bid 4 hearts. If he bids 3 hearts, it's going to go 3 spades. It's probably going to go all pass, and we're going to make that. Bob bid 4 hearts, and we lost a trick on the defense. It was a little hard to untangle the diamonds, but he got out for 100 versus our 140. So I don't think there was that much else to the hand.
No, there isn't much.
Why did they get out for 100? Oh, you didn't double them?
Who's going to
also didn't get all their diamonds.
I have an ace in partner suit and king X of diamonds, and the queen of hearts was a card. The diamonds were 3-3. You just don't know. But the diamonds got a little blocked. When my partner got in with the spade, she led the jack of diamonds, and then she gets passive and gets out a diamond now, a low one, but the ace was a setting trick that hit the table.
Ralph Dave Berkowitz here. Would you consider bidding clubs ever with that east hand?
If that's what it means,
You're a passed hand.
I could have clubs.
You might. I'm just asking if you would consider mentioning the suit you want
Zach
left.
Grossack and I had a discussion on this exact topic. I would, it's a possible bid. There's no question about that.
My partners lead so poorly that I'd like to help them out a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry Cohen here, resenting that.
Representing that.
Okay, so
Some of us play Drury, so that wouldn't work either.
I think that was Andrew Rosenthal.
Those hands, it's not a big hand. Some people would bid clubs along the way if you're a past hand. So I
Well,
think
4
it's-
clubs is a fit, but I don't know if you have that. You need a singleton probably. 3 clubs is possible. Your partner
Yeah,
will
it's
know
certainly
what to do when they bid
In
the
an unpracticed partnership in the game today, I would not bid clubs.
Okay, what if you were playing with Nick?
I'd probably bid 3 clubs.
There you go. I finally dragged it out of you. What if you
Okay.
were playing with your best partner, your wife?
I would bid 3 clubs,
There you go.
but she doesn't play with me anymore.
No, she's too busy.
I did
playing
bid
with
3
guys.
clubs, but it didn't work very well because of the unpracticed partnership thing.
So did you play in 3 clubs?
sounds like
Yes. Which was down 1 too many. I had to go 150, which was 1 too many.
I'm surprised South didn't bid anyway. He had a pretty good hand, not to let the opponents play in 3 of anything.
That's true. That's weird to pass 3 clubs, but it worked.
Let's go down to board 15, which is right next to it. So it's gonna be Michael Rosenberg and Bart Bramley.
Over 1 heart, you bid 3 spades.
Wow, yeah, this was spirited. Okay, let's hear it, guys.
Oh,
I bid 4.
Stewart bid a heart, and my partner bid 3 spades, which was certainly possible. And it went 4 hearts. Now, was your partner's description of that accurate?
It's accurate that 4 clubs is a strong 4 heart bid. I wouldn't have said it was exactly the way he said it. I would have said 4 clubs is interest in a slam and 4 hearts is not.
Okay, so
What did
Well-
he say? Have you told anybody? Or
He said it was less than opening values.
yes,
It's sort of
so
a little bit.
any thought I had of introducing diamonds went out the window. I just had to bid 4 spades. And now he bid 5 hearts. And I didn't double it because I wasn't sure I could beat it. And while Deep Finesse says we can beat it
She has to lead her singleton.
at the table, we
Diamonds.
couldn't beat it.
Spade was led at the table.
The spade was led. I think we still have it beat. But Declare pulled an extra round of trump for no reason. But on that extra round of trump, my partner threw one of her clubs. And and then when he led the 10 of clubs, she ducked it. So that was the end of that.
I was 11 tricks.
So Bart, what would Kit bid over 1 heart?
4 spades.
That's what I bid.
That's what I would bid.
4 spades
Yeah, I
pretty,
think
pretty
Yeah. And what vulnerability would you open 4 hearts with the south hand?
I've had bad luck with this shape, so I'm not sure I do it at any vulnerability unless I get some evidence that doing it with this kind of hand works better than it seems to.
I have the same experience as you, Bart.
My partner did it, and it got them to 5 spades, which a little kerfuffle defending at some point. But we didn't double it, which was good. That was worth a lot.
Yeah, well, we didn't double 5 hearts either, so.
We doubled 5 spades and we beat him a trick.
Yeah, if you can't beat it, you shouldn't double. Zach and I both experienced that in our respective contracts.
I don't think they can make 5 spades. Man.
It was a game of tic-tac-toe.
My partner made a nice play defending 5 hearts doubled to cover the 10 of clubs, and we did eventually beat it.
You shouldn't have, right?
Deep finesse beats it.
It wasn't obvious to me, but yeah, I think maybe we had to shift to trumps after the ace of spades, right? Get 2 rounds, or instead of the ace of spades, like maybe lead trumps.
Well, instead of these spades, they're gonna leave the high spade. That's a good.
Yeah, but can they still? I think it still might have been okay. I'm not sure where they could have made it.
Okay.
If Declare plays the 10 of clubs at trick 2, are they okay?
I guess it can be a trick, sure.
And what?
You only have 8 hearts and 2 clubs.
I think from the point of view of people who are learning, it might be a really good idea to discuss in detail that cover of the 10 of clubs, because that's a very hard play, and it's always hard to know when to cover honors, especially 10s maybe. So maybe somebody could talk about that a little bit. Kevin, you said your partner made a nice play, and explain to people why that was a good play in this situation.
So this is the play at Kevin's table.
Yeah,
it's possible. I probably should have played a trump here, but I played a spade, and now I think they're off like 1 diamond and 1 more spade.
No, they're not even playing on clubs at all here. So
now they played the 10 of clubs. But yeah, so here in this position, right? If my partner didn't cover the 10 of clubs, Declare presumably would have run the 10 of clubs, and that would have knocked out my ace, and then they could still finesse the queen later. So they'd have, 2 easy club tricks in the suit, and they could either set up the 5th club by trumping or potentially cross rough to make their contract. But when
they can't cash 2 clubs unless they draw a trump. If they draw a trump, they better set up the 5th club.
Yeah, they need the 5th club.
So if I go back a trick and then ask our double dummy solver, will that help?
Sure, we can. Yeah.
Okay.
So by covering the 10 of clubs, now it means that Declare only has 1 club trick on power. So in order to set up their 5th club, they would have to rough 2, which they were able to do. So now I played a trump. I definitely had to play a trump here, or they could completely cross rough. And now they were able to rough 2 clubs, but my last trump meant that they ran out of entries eventually they probably could have timed the play differently, like not roughing any diamonds, and maybe they wouldn't have been.
Kevin, if you let a club early,
how about a trick 2?
And it went cover queen king ace, I think you have to cast the diamond, otherwise you might get imploed with it. You might
probably not worth looking into more, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be nice to explain to people, because it's very hard to know when to do that. There could be a different type of hand where covering the 10 of clubs would be a really bad play. It would be like
like if Declare has a singleton club, covering the 10 is a bad play.
May I? There could be other times when Declare has 10 in 1 club, and the whole hand is about them guessing who has the ace and who has the queen, where they might lead the 10 to try to get you to cover, and that could be a very poor play. So you have to diagnose on this hand. I think there's 2 ways in which West might figure out that doesn't apply to this hand. One is that West preempted and already looks like they have the ace king of spades. So Declare, if they have a guess in clubs, probably isn't going to play them for the ace anyway. And then also maybe they had a sense on the hand that Declare just didn't have solid diamonds. So they didn't have a lot of tricks. So it wasn't like the whole hand was going to be about they either lose 2 club tricks or 1 club trick. But I think in general, that's a really hard thing, really at all levels of the game, to know when to cover the 10 of clubs in this position. So I agree with Kevin. It was a very nice play by Richard to figure out to do that on this hand.
Debbie, there's one more problem, and I always say when I teach secondhand play that some of them are just too difficult, and that's the tempo problem, because too often you have to do it smoothly and you can't think about all these things. So that adds one more tough factor to the whole problem.
Very much so. What an expert might be doing in this situation is when they lead the high spade and it gets roughed, actually asking themselves that question immediately, because it seems like most plays that the declarer can make, all you're going to be doing with that West hand is following suit or discarding spade. But the one play that's going to give you a problem is declare leading the 10 of clubs. So that's something that an expert and many players who are trying to prepare themselves and think about everything would be doing at the start of the hand, is thinking, where am I going to have to make a quick second hand play, and can I prepare myself for it?
Good point.
Thank you, guys. Zach, do you want to talk about board 20? And I think Billy left. So if you, the other
I'm a lone wolf.
I'm going to have the Hall of Famers. I'm going to sick them on you.
He kept me company.
I gotta be honest.
I
with
sent her in
everyone.
there because there was a dog barking and she was barking back.
If you're trying to play really good bridge, I don't think you're supposed to open my hand two spades. I think it's not good bridge. I think it's the wrong thing to do. I think passing, especially second seat red, you want to be so sound here. For this hand is a great reason. You'd rather be in five diamonds than any number of spades. It's just so often has a good hand when you're in second seat that if you don't have your bid, it can be backfire. It just backfires so much more often. It's not like if you're in first seat, no one vol, you could open two spades. It's fine. It also could run into problems. You have a 6-5 hand with two bad suits. Yeah, what Debbie, you said, I didn't and agree with Zach, it isn't good bridge. Yeah, sometimes we just do the thing that we think everyone's going to do, even though we don't think it's right.
Amy just called out Ralph Katz.
Well, Ralph would, maybe Ralph would think it's good bridge. He might have just done it like the rest, a lot of us, even though they knows is probably not.
Zach, you pulled a Larry Cohen from 2023 when he put the double in there because he needed to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, my Weston, it was so, and Tracey, you did great on this hand. But by the way, and I kept trying to tell you that. So when two spades and East passed, which he should, his partner's a passed hand. He really wants the money. Anytime partner is a singleton spade and anything, they can reopen with a double as a passed hand because they can see where the high card points. My partner must have something.
Zach, you may be right, but if you look at the roster of North players that open two spades, apparently open two spades on this hand, you can see that there are some pretty good players there.
There are, and a lot of it might have to do with they were playing in unseasoned partnerships for the most part.
Yeah.
Sort of newish unseasoned, want to make the simple bid and avoid the systemic stuff later.
The thing is, when you find yourself in a two-spade contract like this, you have to dig in. I won the diamond lead. I don't know what I was supposed to do. And I played a club and I ended up going only down 2. If you dig in and play these hands, figuring everyone's going to be in this same silly contract, try to look at all the 300s and 400s and 500s.
I tried to get up or down. I had no chance in my table. Club. I had literally, I could not.
So I roughed it and I played a diamond and they roughed it. And they played a club and I roughed and they over roughed. Okay, what are they going to play now? They're running out of things to play.
Yeah, but what can you play?
I played a trump.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I could have. What I wanted to say one thing on here. So Tracey, if Tracey had doubled two spades, I had said at the time that I was self-pulling to 3 diamonds because it really sounds like this, that if it goes past 2 spades, past double, she shortened spades. My partner didn't do anything. I think your best chance is to pull it yourself. Self will probably also pull the double. Self can redouble and then redouble when 3 clubs comes to them.
Yeah.
Try to run that way. Someone needs to run.
Zach, I turned into to hear you make me feel better about having been 2 spades with this hand, but then I heard that my father did it, and now I feel fine.
I am actually.
I opened 2 spades in the hand. I don't see any alternative.
There we go.
There we go.
The rest of us don't know how to play bridge.
There's that possibility.
You could also pass, Bob.
We can go back up to board 1 and
Well, you can also
bring us to Robert Todd.
Is Adam here as well?
I don't think Adam's still here. So Zach, if you want to pinch hit for your brother.
Board 1. Oh, it's supposed to be Adam.
Yeah.
It was me and Adam. Let's see if you scroll up.
I
let's
can't
see.
quite see. It's a long time up the other way.
Yeah. So we can see the hand. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of our many.
So this was one of those
unfortunate
where
results.
Other immediately
bring the
popped on and
other view
questioned my
back up.
bidding. We play precision. I opened this hand to diamond, and I think Barry was having a small heart attack at that time. I was even a questionable opening bid playing precision.
I'm just going to find the actual play. Was it this one?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I
Well,
opened a-
Robert, I play precision also. I didn't open this a diamond.
You didn't open a diamond, yes. So fair enough.
Was there something about 10, 9, 8
Andy.
suits that I wanted late?
Yeah. And eventually, let's see, it went a spade overcall and 2 hearts and 3 spades mixed, we thought, 4 hearts, 4 spades. And we were polite enough not to double for down 1. So nothing terribly exciting other than a bit of a crazy opening bid. Playing precision, we don't have any forcing pass issues, but in this auction, I don't know if anyone would play if you were in a forcing pass auction here after a 2 heart free bid and a 4 heart over 3 spades.
I don't know. Adam had a pretty good dummy, and he was still. I guess it's not a bad 4 spades. Is not a bad contract at all. But I would not have. I don't think I would have bid 4 spades with his hand. I have a lot of defense.
Yeah, I don't think he was. In reality, I don't think he was too certain whether 3 spades was mixed or weak. But even so.
Next one is going to be board 4 with Debbie and Adam Parrish, who I'm not seeing in the lobby right now.
Robert Todd is basically Adam Parrish.
Nah.
Yeah. Berkowitz, you could pinch hit
me.
this one.
Ouch, that one boomeranged right back at me.
Oh.
You spoke up. Debbie, do you remember the hand? Or is she?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so you want me to talk about it? Is Adam here?
I'm pretending to be Adam Parrish.
Yeah.
Okay. So after 1
That's
heart,
messed up
2
also.
diamonds, 2 hearts, 3 diamonds, Adam, how did you intend your double?
I intended it as a maximal double.
And
That,
had you agreed that with your partner?
we have played in the past, but it's always a little unclear whether we're on the same page.
Okay. In fact, the other Adam Parrish at the table discussed this and said that they had not agreed it, but he hoped that was how his partner would interpret it, and that he had a decent hand for defense if his partner did not interpret it that way and chose to pass 3 diamonds doubled. He thought that could turn out okay with the king queen
Yep.
doubleton of diamonds. So
Well, when my partner did bid 3 spades, I was really stuck. Did you think I should just raise spades at this point?
yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure what they were going to have for that 3 spade bid. So I don't know how many people are watching now who were watching earlier when Bronia was talking to our table. But when Bronia was talking to our table, I said that I did something on this hand that I was regretting. And I challenged people because we were running out of time to talk about it, to see if they could figure out what I did. So what I was regretting. So I just want to give people a chance if anybody did think about that and is here, wants to put that in chat. Okay, so what happened was Declare now, I just somehow decided to cash the ace king of hearts.
That's because I'm very good at bridge.
That's because
My
that.
declare did the same, and it was my brother.
Yeah, they ended up going down 1, which I think was not a particularly good score for us. So I said after the hand that it was something that I felt like I might have done differently that might have made it a little bit more likely that they would go down more than 1. I didn't actually say that at the time, but that was what I was regretting.
Playing low at trick 1 or something.
Somebody should mute. If everybody can keep themselves on mute in the background. Thank you. Okay.
Your partner is guessing that you should have played the spade queen at trick 1.
Indeed, yes, that's what I was thinking, is that I was wishing I had played the spade queen at trick one, because if declare believed that my partner maybe led from jack third, which is not impossible, he has to lead something. I mean, it's a little unlikely with the 3 spade bid. Probably, it seems pretty likely my partner has a singleton, but let's say my partner was on lead with the ace of diamonds and the ace of clubs, and we don't like to lead from unsupported aces. He might just lead a spade from jack third, thinking he has nothing better. So I felt if I'd played the queen of spades, maybe declarer would have tried to get to dummy with a spade to the 8 or something, taking that finesse, or maybe even played on clubs and been a little bit more likely to lose more tricks than they lost. So it's always hard to know when to make this kind of false card. Most people, of course, it's standard bridge that at trick one, you play lower of equals. And if I play the queen of spades, I'm in theory denying the jack, but you want to be attuned to times where it's more likely declarer needs to know or is going to be fooled, then that fooling partner is going to be relevant. And I have a feeling I should have figured out that this was one of those times. If anything, there could on some other hand be another reason to play the queen of spades and purposely mislead partner, because with my ace queen of clubs, I might sometimes want a club shift, which maybe partner will do if he's not tempted, if he did have another spade. So anyway, that was my regret on the hand. My partner also talked about his 2 diamond overcall being maybe just, obviously it's aggressive, maybe being too aggressive. It's pretty far from a traditional overcall at the 2 level, which is supposed to be something like an opening hand. And many people these days, when their partner is a passed hand, take liberties and overcall these kinds of hands. Usually it's non-vulnerable rather than vulnerable. I don't know, does other people here have any opinions? Well,
Zach?
Michael and I or Michael/Adam, about whether you would consider that.
I've definitely personally told Ewan that he can overcall 2 diamonds with his hand, and I don't care.
Okay.
So
It's Zach's fault.
definitely, I don't know if it's fully my fault. I've definitely just not said it's not something to not
Ewan
do.
is saying in chat that me being a passed hand was a significant factor. Was
True.
Zach telling you that you can do it an even more significant factor?
I don't say I said, yeah, exactly.
Nope.
He's
Ewan says
defending.
All I will take credit for is saying that it's not a bad thing necessarily. I would probably bid 2 diamonds. Though you want to also maybe bid 3 diamonds, which is dangerous.
Exactly. What about 3 diamonds? That's what they did against us.
And why, can anybody guess why, anyone not Kitty or other people guess why Zach thinks there could be something exciting about bidding 3 diamonds with this particular hand?
So he'll make his
There you
queen
go.
of hearts.
Oh, David Berkowitz figured it out.
He'll make his queen of
Ewan
hearts.
figured it
Well,
out.
you really want to make
Need
it
a little louder, David. I don't know if
He'll make
everybody
his queen
hear
of
that.
hearts. But I noticed 3 or 4 people open the East hand, 1 no trump. Zach, what do you tell us about that?
Too good.
Too good.
Agreed.
Oh, you had the king queen doubleton. That's a negative.
Yeah, then too ridiculous. How about that?
Okay.
I was
That's
playing
right.
against Larry on this deal, and I was terrified of opening 1 no trump. I knew I was going to get fired.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know from Amy Matura, who was playing with Ralph Katz. She bid 3 diamonds and was worried she was being insane. I wonder what, Amy, do you want to put in chat? Did Ralph think you were insane?
Much of a nice guy to say that.
Probably worked out okay.
Okay. And then our next board is going to be board 6. So David Berkowitz, Mike Passell had computer Zoom issues because he didn't check his tech. Do we all understand after tonight the reason we ask 20 times to check tech? So David Berkowitz, is your wife still here?
Are you kidding?
She's asleep.
She's gone.
Michael, tell her.
Bob Hamman is still in the room. Do you want to do it with David, Bob?
Sure.
Sure.
And you want to bring up, it was David Berkowitz and he was playing against Mike Passell.
Mike Passell. And we were unlucky enough to be playing against Linda, who played it brilliantly. Go ahead, Bob.
What was the
South opened the heart, and everybody doubled, and it went past a no trump. I think that was uniform.
Yeah, okay. No, we did not have a very good on
Linda,
that one.
Linda, who has guts more than I do, bid 2 hearts, which was a pretty big winner.
Yeah.
Because now look at the play in two hearts. After your partner leaves ace, king, and diamonds, what's he supposed to play? He's really got a lot of trouble here.
Yeah.
Now, my partner played a very reasonable club, and the Clara now played it brilliantly. She won the queen. She played a club to the jack. She took a heart finesse.
Played club to the ace.
Club to the ace. All fine. Rough the diamond, bringing me down, and exited with the king of spades. We were toast. So she played it beautifully. This was Linda. If she's on, congratulations. It was the best hand anybody played against me all night.
Okay. And then we have board 10 with Larry Cohen and George Jacobs. I think George was also having some computer issues.
Oh, I think Larry should do it with Michael. That way he can boss him around.
Larry, you there?
I'm here. I'm still awake only because I'm on mountain time. If I was in Florida, I'd be with Lisa sleeping. Take that however you want, David. This board is too depressing what happened, but this is an interesting deal as opposed to the deals we've been looking at.
Yeah, I thought this could be a real deal. This theme is hard.
I actually played it. But first of all, what do? You're north over pass a heart. Do you overcall two diamonds, which look normal, or do you double, hoping that if your partner bids clubs, you can then bid diamonds? Undiscussed as to if that's an equal level conversion double. So I bid a normal two diamonds, I think.
I'd be inclined to double, but it's close.
I doubled. I took a chance.
Okay, so over two diamonds, George bid raised to two hearts, and my partner bid three diamonds, and West bid three hearts. I have pretty good hand here. So I tried three spades. Passed, and now my partner, Sheila, if you're watching, she ran the clock down. I thought she was in the four corners defense. And after about 3 minutes, she bid four spades, and everyone passed. George didn't double that. So how do you play four spades after they lead heart, and you rough it? Apparently, double dummy, Barry Regal, if you're watching, thanks for that. Apparently, the double dummy way to make it is to run the nine of spades now.
Which, if he had doubled, you might do.
I played a spade to the king. What do I know?
And you're down.
And everyone played low smoothly. I came back to my hands with a diamond, and I played the nine of spades. And I this was in 1 minute. I had 1 minute to play this. Now a nine of spades low. And I was so excited. I guessed spades right. So now I'm making it if George had the decency to have another diamond, but he didn't. So now I'm in.
So against me, they let a heart and brilliantly shifted to a diamond.
What were you in? Four spades also?
Four spades. How would you like to make it now?
Yeah, but the problem is I went down a lot now trying to make it.
I can't help that. We went down one. I didn't feel good about that either, but what a shift.
That's the double dummy.
Heart to the queen and a diamond. That's what they did against us.
Anyway, it was exciting. Sorry, Sheila, if you're still there. She played great, by the way. I'm putting in a plug for my partner.
I got to meet her this week. She did a couple of the sessions to get comfortable. So she was pretty excited. She bought a bunch of kibitzing passes for friends. So it was very cute. So I had more technical difficulties and I got bumped out. Is there any boards that people have questions of? Andy, who won Group B? So Michael Rosenberg and Stuart won Group A. And who was number 2 and number 3 for A? John McAllister and Yan Lai and Larry and Sheila.
Told you she played well.
So
maybe if you didn't play so many hands, she would have done better.
Well, most importantly, I finished ahead of my father. That was the important thing.
Most importantly, I finished ahead of my wife.
And you do know
she's
what
here.
happened in 3 or in Group B?
Just give me a minute and I'll bring it up on screen.
No problem.
And if I went down 3 and 7 no Trump against young Berkowitz.
I appreciated it.
To seal the deal for you guys.
How much money did you make?
So were there any other hands that we didn't discuss that you guys thought we should bring up? Because remember, I pretty much picked it just to make sure that our Hall of Famers and top stars were getting to talk a little bit. But if you guys have another board that you think should be discussed.
Adam says my partner Uri won Group B.
Oh, nice. I want to
Oh.
thank everyone for coming and all of your insights. And this has been a great
Michael, how
event.
much money did you make?
It's about 50,000.
I think I played 7-0. Someone tell me I played it wrong. Just do
Oh,
it. Just say it out loud.
Zach, you need to see 7-0 played. So you want to
This
show
is ace and a heart opposite king jack 7.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it is. Yes.
You needed to guess the hearts. Suck.
You're the best, Larry.
How
I don't
was
know.
your
What am I
how
supposed
did-
to do?
Well, I blame Bob Hamman. Bob, are you there?
Yes.
Defending, and he clicked the 10 of hearts with the wrong body language, causing my partner to finesse. So I just want you to know that you had to watch how they click that 10 of hearts.
You sure she didn't think there was 6 hearts in dummy?
your partner out table presence Hamman. That's a
Well,
Her
I had a
table
crying
feel-
baby. I had a screaming baby. Michael, what is the in a am I supposed to play for the drop? I actually don't know. The math people will tell me.
Well, the percentages are definitely to play for the draw.
Eight ever, 9 never.
But it's pretty close.
Could you play some other suits first? Whether
I
some
did.
other
I played all of
suits?
this. I knew at my table, basically, if you want to pull the hand up, I knew at my table the spades were 3-2 one way, and the diamonds, the way the pitches went, were 5-4.
3-2 is not enough.
3-2. I had 3-2 spades on my right and 5-4 diamonds, 5 diamonds on my left. So it was completely even. It was if clubs are 4-4, the hearts are 2-2. If clubs are 5-3, the hearts are
You need
3-1.
the percentage play.
you're saying we defended perfectly.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. My partner bid a lot on that board, but also not a lot at the same time.
Pretty good match point contract. There's a lot to gain.
It was going to be a cold top or a cold bottom. Those are your choices.
No, someone made 7-0, I think.
Zach, I think there's an extra factor playing online because the computer doesn't allow you to revoke. Therefore, if it's a doubleton, they had to play it. It's restricted choice where if they had the queen, they might misclick on the queen. So that might change the odds a little bit.
Okay.
In favor of the
Good way to
drop.
think.
Yeah, you might click that when they don't play the queen, they don't misclick, then you know, I'm
They don't
saying
have
could
it.
be a little extra, yeah.
So you're supporting
Definitely made the right
Zach's
play then.
play.
I'm supporting the drop.
Thank
So
you.
is there any of our other professionals out in the audience had an interesting that they wanted to talk with everybody?
Sorry, Tracey, did you want me to bring up
And-
I've got the results from the
The
other
group-
section.
That would be great to show everybody the group results. And then I don't think Amber's on camera, but Amber, we would love to put you on camera because you also help out. And just so other people can meet you. Amber, if you do have a mic, if you wanted to say a little bit more about the kids' programs.
Hi, sorry,
would be
my
great.
internet's really bad and I'm
Is
also multitasking with work right now. Hi everyone, I'm Amber. Thank you so much for participating. I helped out a lot more last year than this year. So Tracey did a huge job organizing the auction this year and really excited for having it be our 3rd year. We hope to continue every year in the future. So just want to add, I think you guys have probably seen this in the emails already, but every year the money we raise goes to lots of different youth programs, all the way from, I'd say, ages like 5 to technically up to around 30. So under 31 is the new junior limit, but I think we have very few. I don't think we haven't actually had to support any under 31s yet. They haven't asked. So mostly 5 to college age kids. And yeah, there's lots of different programs. I think Tracey's done a great job putting it together on the website. So if you have any questions about specific ones, happy to talk about it. So it supports all the way from players and recruiting newer players to supporting our more advanced players who I think are really going to become the backbone of the bridge in the future, because a lot of them, I'm like super happy to see them go out, start bridge clubs, recruit lots of new players. We have in Poland right now, the junior transnationals, where a lot of our more experienced players are playing. Okay, I think my Zoom is crashing, so.
Yeah, it's getting a little
Okay.
wobbly. Thank you so much, Amber. Amber does so much helping the ACBL Educational Foundation, the juniors program, and plus she's got a full-time job. And then I think we've got a new little Berkowitz that just joined us.
She's asleep, but you
Yeah,
can
it's
still see
hard
her.
with the Zoom rooms.
Yeah.
Aw, how old
She's
now?
not yet eligible for those programs. She is 3 months.
Aw, so cute. And then did anybody else in the studio audience have a board that you would like us to discuss? Now's the chance while you have a bunch of top bridge players. Okay. Then I think I'm gonna wrap it up for this year and
Well done, Tracy.
no,
Thank you,
thank you
Tracy.
guys.
Yay.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Tracy. Thank you.
Thanks all for
Green,
bearing with the
Ladonna.
tech issues in the very beginning that we all had.
Thank
'cause
you very
it's fun.
much.
Yeah, and LaDonna, thank you. Okay, keep tuned. You guys have some gifts coming from me via emails. Check your spam boxes if you don't get it. And I'll see everybody in Toronto.
See you there.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.